Before we start the show this week, Ted Bed and the world lost a dear friend this week. It's with a heavy heart that I say goodbye to my lifelong friend Marty Vo. This guy was like an uncle to me. He probably watched me play more ball games with the rest of the Colonial 3 members than my entire family combined. He was a diehard NASCAR fan, great father, terrific husband, and his favorite thing in the world, the bestest grandfather. The world won't be the same without you, buddy. But one day down the road, I'll meet you at that great bar in the sky. And I'm sure you will have a cold one waiting for me. But until that day, I'll never forget you. God bless you, Marty Bo.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language, which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another season of the horriblest show on earth, Season 2 of the Brew Barn. Joining me today. Don't know how many shows he signed on for this year, but hopefully it's a handful. None other than the Penn State Blue Belly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good to be back.
And then, we got the man to my right. He signed on for Season 2. The man your wife likes to screw whenever she's not with you. I'm talking about the gorgeous Randy Flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad the Blue Belly's back, too. I think it's safe to say that the Wrecking Ball has got his future endeavors letter by now. He was the original guest back in the early days of Season 1. That's
He's been supplanted.
Low ratings have dictated he'd be fired.
His schedule must be too busy to join us.
They did release a new Call of Duty.
That's true. It's video game season, so we're not going to see a lot of them guys. What I was saying, I made a mistake in the title of this one. This actually isn't the first show in Season 2. We named the Blackest of Fridays on the previous show, Season 2. And we're just going to cancel that. Blackest of Fridays is going to fall into the Season 1 archives. This is the beginning. This is the 2018 show. I feel it's only necessary that this has to be Season 2. You guys agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
I think we can all agree to that.
So that's the way it's going to go. What's new in the world, Mr. Belly?
Not too much. It's winter sports season. I got one playing soccer, which, good God, shoot me. I was at the soccer field the other day, and I texted you that this is the worst experience of my life.
It's terrible.
It is awful.
I recommended to him that he should just leave the kid there and drive home. He never answered me, so I didn't know how to take it.
It was just a whole lot of, you're doing great, Billy, that's good, honey. Like, I didn't know kids at 8 that didn't, like, they don't know how to run. Like, they didn't know how to put one foot in front of the other in a rapid motion. And it's on AstroTurf. Maybe I'll give them this their first time on AstroTurf. Maybe it was more of a galloping motion, like a deer. It was a frolic, but it was painful.
Are they playing down in Washington?
The new one in the Waynesburg. The new Equity Center.
All right, because they got one of them in Washington, too. I'll be there tomorrow with my kid.
Oh, God,
so
I love
your
it.
pain.
And then today was girls basketball, which
Soccer and girls basketball.
If you can imagine 10-year-old girls basketball, it's all of the excitement of any female sport combined perfectly with all of the skill of 10-year-old girls. So you can imagine my surprise when we played to a 35-minute 4-4 tie after overtime.
That's funny because that's the same scores as in the WNBA.
Yeah.
And probably the same ratings.
It's 4-4 when I turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah, sports is kicking up for me too. Baseball started already. I got indoor practices, and that's light years away in Pittsburgh. I got to drive him to. But I'm glad for that. I mean, baseball practice beats the most exciting soccer game of all time by a mile. So that's about all I got going on. I won my fantasy football league. I'm throwing that out early. First time in history. Won me a cool grand. And I'm probably the only person in fucking history to win a fantasy championship with Blake Bortles as their starting quarterback.
Wow.
I made a ballsy move. I benched Kirk Cousins. I didn't like the matchup he had with Denver. And I started Blake fucking Bortles.
Oh, and a must-win.
And I won the game in a blowout. Like, I killed this guy. I wasn't even close in the championship. And then Blake Bortles, 2 weeks later, is my hero again and eliminates the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. He looked like Joe Montana and Tom Brady combined.
He did look like the prodigal son there.
Won a shootout in Pittsburgh, which nobody probably saw coming, but
I don't know how, because in case you didn't notice, the last 5 times that Jacksonville played the Pittsburgh Steelers, they beat them, I think, 4 out of the 5 times.
I know, but you can't ever expect Jacksonville to win a game. Like, they just have that stigma about them where they're just always going to be an underdog.
And you got to understand, too, anytime you give up 45 points in the playoffs, you got to immediately fire your offensive coordinator.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
The Brew Barn Fantasy League, I did not win.
The Brew Barn Championship belt has left the barn. Good old
Convict Couch Coaches.
The Convict Couch Coaches took home the prestigious first ever Brew Barn strap. Penn State Blue Belly just couldn't pull off the victory, so you know what that means.
That's fine. I was wire to wire. I was in first place from the first week to the final game, and in true, I should have seen it coming. I lost because I put a New England Patriot on the bench.
Who'd you bench?
Dion Lewis.
Yeah,
I started him. That's a rookie move.
He only had like 42 points that game.
Yeah, that's the reason I won.
I had 5 running backs. I had to start 3. I had Ezekiel Elliott, Devontae Freeman, who just came off 25 points the week before. They got me to the finals. Kareem Hunt, Dion Lewis, and Leonard Fournette. And I benched Leonard Fournette and Dion Lewis, thinking that Kareem Hunt, Freeman, and Ezekiel Elliott coming back from suspension was going to put me in the promised land, and they did not.
I traded for Dion Lewis probably about week 5 for Alex Smith. A throwaway trade. I just figured I'd build up my bench or whatever. I started him the first day that I got him, the first game, and didn't lose a game after that.
No, he was guaranteed 11 every week.
Yeah, and I'm in a PPR league, so he's guaranteed.
Oh, sick numbers.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of such sports, I'm going to give a congratulations to the Alabama Crimson Tide, like we didn't see them rolling on.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
The Tide rolls in the barn. Other than that, I got another situation since we're talking about playoff football and all that hoopla. I was in the locker room the other day, and good old red-bearded Imhoff's in there, and me and him was babbling along. And I says, well, you know what, I'll probably just go up to that playoff game in New England this weekend. And he says, no, you ain't doing that. You ain't going nowhere. Because he's one of them guys who's confined to the Greene County walls. Like it's Escape from New York. You ain't allowed to leave or else the fucking head explodes. Well, the worst thing you can ever do is tell Ted Bed, well, you ain't going to do that. My flight's booked. I'm leaving tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, and I'll be up in Foxborough to watch Tom Brady win himself another divisional championship. And that's all because of you, Imhoff. I just want to let you know. I did it because you can't.
And see, rather than hating, he's got to think, I'm envious. I think that's glorious.
Yeah.
I would never, I was like, well, you can't give me $100. He's turning on you.
That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. So, Ted Bed will be making a glorious trip up to Foxborough tomorrow to watch this blowout that the Patriots are going to put on Jacksonville. It's a 28-point victory tomorrow. Count it. You heard it here first.
Well, what's the deal with Brady's hand? Is he good to go?
I heard he's playing with a stump.
Hey, they said the guy
and a hook.
They asked one of the guys on Jacksonville that, and he says that guy can probably throw left-handed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's putting too much stock into this so-called injury. Flamethrower, what you got new in the world?
Nothing really.
I scratched 2 things off my list just by talking in that conversation.
We're not doing a list yet, right?
No, it's just bullshit.
We're still segment 1.
Just babbling on.
Yeah, I'm glad we're deep into the new year now. We're 20 days into it, but I'm glad. I am fucking glad and relieved that 2017 is over, because there is no way you can't tell me that we are living in the worst time in the history of fucking human beings.
You walked in here like a new man.
I feel like
like the weight was off your shoulder and on.
Now, don't get me wrong, we're going to get to some bad news here on the shit list, as always. But 2017 was fucking terrible. If anybody out there listening to this can say they had a good time last year, you're a fucking liar. Because this world is just the drizzling shits, which I think might have just came out of one of them dogs over here, or the blue belly.
I don't know that was.
Ruth was just agreeing that 2017 was the shits.
God, man, I am fucking glad that year is dead and buried. Because it was demoralizing.
Here.
I never hated white people as much in my life as 2017 made me hate white people. And we'll get into that one a little bit later.
And it's only going to get worse. I think. I mean, you'd have to believe this, though, don't you?
It's at some point it's got to come to a head. At some point there's got to be a breaking point, but I don't know what that's going to be.
We got to get the rock bottom eventually. I don't know where it is.
We passed over the sports kick. I thought it was funny too that the Pirates pretty much traded away any hope that they had.
Man, I forgot about that. I feel that we have to discuss that just a tad bit.
So all you dinglings out there that pretended to care about the Pirates the last 3 or 4 years, you should rejoice in the fact that $3 tickets are coming again.
Oh, that's for damn sure.
Free hot dog, free T-shirt, and a free pass blue ribbon.
And that's and anybody that runs out to take advantage of that, fuck you. You're the problem.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario.
Really,
we go to the waiver wire and pick up Jake Taylor and Ricky Vaughn.
I hear. Out of the California Penal League.
Yeah, so Garrett Cole's gone. He pretty much guarantees Houston another fucking World Series, because I guarantee you his frame of mind's going to change.
Oh, yeah, give him 5 runs per game?
Yeah.
Shit, the Pirates couldn't give him 2 runs per game.
Yeah, and then McCutchen, who I was never a big fan of because the guy can't play defense and he's the slowest fucking base runner for a fast guy I've ever seen in my life. But he's the face of the franchise.
Pittsburgh Charities took a hit with him leaving.
Face of the franchise, for real. And to give him away for a prospect.
The fact of the matter is, what they got for Garrett Cole and Andrew Cutchen combined is what?
Andrew Cutchen?
You know who I mean.
Put the Irish back in that boy's name. He earned it.
Andrew Cutchen. Shut up. Now you got me all fucked up. The fact of the matter is, like I was saying, is what they got for them 2 combined isn't worth a goddamn hot dog from the concession stand with extra relish on it.
No.
I can't even name one of the players that they got. I've read them. Don't get me wrong. I read the stuff, but I can't tell you what the hell it was.
No. I know Moran was the third baseman.
It was the box of mystery, and I'm still waiting for I'm still stuck in the mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know what we got.
They got, Moran, who I hear has the potential to be a decent third baseman, but potential don't mean shit.
And a couple relievers, essentially.
Well, where are they going to potentially put Harrison, who played third base?
The New York Mets.
I heard that he wanted out of there. Is he gone?
Yeah, he put a crybaby thing out there.
I
don't blame him.
I don't think you can call it crybaby.
That's true.
Any player that wants to get out of Pittsburgh, they have at it because they're never going to be good.
But that had actually been what was going on, though, was you'd actually seen the free agents want to creep in now. Yeah. Like, they were testing waters in Pittsburgh before saying no immediately and going to the Red Sox and stuff. But they were actually looking at it.
Well, here's the thing. The people would come there. It's a beautiful stadium as long as they get a couple dollars. That's the thing. They don't want to pay a couple dollars.
And here's the thing with Bob Nutting, the thing is, and I'm just theorizing, but it seems like his plan is to keep the team good enough to keep people buying tickets, but not good enough to where he's got to pay to win a championship.
Correct.
So basically dangle people along.
The fact of the matter is his team's always paid for and free anyways through the profit sharing thing. Major League Baseball got profit sharing. And the Yankees usually has to share enough money with the Pirates to pay their whole entire salary.
I seen a thing too where his payroll after Cole McCutchen left was down to like $70 million, and he was due $50 million from luxury tax and profit sharing. So his team's almost paid for. It's like I said, the ones that want to go out and buy the fucking T-shirts.
About 8 years ago, it was paid for.
And go
the whole thing.
And go get the 6-pack of tickets now that they're going to be $25. You're the problem.
Hey, no. You're hoping that they're going to be $25. Them prices didn't actually drop yet.
You're absolutely right.
Those prices did not actually drop yet.
I went to 2 games last year. I went to the Brew Barn game, and we had a good time.
I don't
and
know.
I took my kids to their first game.
I don't know.
I don't see that happening this year.
With tickets dropping?
No. Going to a game this year.
Oh,
I don't
going to a
think
game?
If the ticket prices drop, I'll get us the big package again. But if they stay the same price for that product, well, the Yankees better come in or something.
we could
for
go
us
to the.
get
We
in.
That's the thing.
could go get the entire Frontier League stadium for what you're going to pay.
It's gonna get.
They might let us play outfield.
It's gonna get to the point where more people are buying tickets to see the visiting team than they are seeing the home team, and that's the way it should be. Anybody that actually cares about the Pirates, which is probably about 1 out of every 100 people that act like they care,
Yeah.
they shouldn't go to these games.
There hasn't been a person like the Pirates since Boo Gibson. You guys don't know him. He's an old classic guy that used to walk around the ball field down in the neighborhood where I used to live. And he always, the first question out of Boo, how about them Pirates? And that was through the thick and thin, not thick years, that was the thin years. Where,
The Chris Duffy years.
Oh, yeah.
The Tom Gorzolani years.
Was Al Martin.
Oh, good old Al Martin. Kevin Young.
Yeah, he was telling us it was any day now, any day. You're turning it around. Took 22 years to make the playoffs after you first said that, Boo, but we got there. It's going to take another 22.
At least.
It's going to take another
I'll be
22.
retired before the Pirates make the playoffs again.
Hashtag never forget.
I will be retired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else we got to talk about. Anything else? Take a quick break.
We had the. You want to come back to it? We had the Muslim dog band
No,
picture.
that's in the questions.
That's not. Yeah.
Oh, it's in the questions?
That's in the questions.
Oh, okay, because I got my research.
We're going to need that research. We're going to need that research for the question part.
Sweet.
All right, we're going to take a pause for the cause, get another beer. We'll be right back with you, folk.
I'm bad, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better. Face facts, 'cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on whoever. Time getting live, 'cause I'm gonna make it shake. Kicking ass, taking names, bleeding hats all the famous. I'm burning out the dead wood, burning down time. This is only my way, so get your ass in line.
All right. Now that we're fucking done with our opening bitches and all that, let's get to a shitty list. See what we can talk about further. I just kept on rambling in the beginning anyway, so I really don't know how much I got written down anymore. But, nonetheless, let me see what the hell I got here. I said, well, we haven't done a show in about a coon's age, so that's not happening this year. I plan to do at least 25 shows this year. So the flamethrower better stop saving the fictitious world of working for the man and save our listeners from the world they live in. We run into issues from time to time, getting questions. So if we get them, we will read them. If not, then oh well. You got to hear us bitch for about all the current events. I said, there's enough of them to fill the airwaves forever. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to crank out a good 25 shows. That's on average about one every 2 weeks, or more if we could. I don't know. 25 seems like a round number to me.
Yeah, I'll
What do
give
you
that.
think?
25 is a good number.
That's a good number. We hit 29 last year.
And there were some gaps in there, too.
Yeah. So
One of them was Skyped.
we got to keep our viewership up this year. Stay on a steady pace. Deliver when we're advertised. And hopefully the crowd comes back to us. Half of Minnesota ended up listening to us last year. We need them people back. I am confident in telling you that we will be doing this again next Sunday. The next show, episode 2, will be next Sunday without a shadow of a doubt. Royal Rumble Sunday.
Royal Rumble Sunday.
Royal Rumble Sunday, episode 2 is going down. What do you guys got to say about that?
No, I'm here. I've already committed to that and signed on the dotted line. And this might be the first year since I've been alive and watching TV that I'm not that excited for the Rumble.
Yeah.
I have no clue, and I always had a clue as to who I can predict to win it this year.
Now, last year took me by surprise, too. With Orton.
I forgot about that already.
That was a fucking fart in church. That
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I mean, last year, because you could always expect like a couple nostalgia acts, you know, and stuff like that, and none of it happened last year. It was
No.
like just a straightforward,
Yeah.
fucking vanilla, you know, ending. I don't know. I mean, this has got to be the low point in professional wrestling history.
I'm sure
I mean, it's the low point on Earth, so it only. I mean, it's only logical to think that it's the low point in entertainment.
Well, listen, a year out ago, they said that Roman Reigns was going to beat Brock Lesnar for the belt at this WrestleMania. So I'm hoping, upon all hope, that Roman Reigns does not win this Royal Rumble, or else I may not even watch WrestleMania this year. I'm still up in the air about going to it. I haven't missed WrestleMania in probably the last 6 to 7 years.
Do you think they're overextending by how much that they think people will continue to watch with this guy's success?
Ah, man, I think they're definitely throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Yeah.
Because you hear it about this dude, like nobody's got a whole lot of time for him. Like his matches are predictable, they're boring. Like even worse than Cena's were.
Well, he's caught up in the steroid scandal right now.
Yeah, yes, I heard that. I got that scoop.
So I don't know how that one's going to play out. I'm sure he'll come out squeaky clean like always because I hate him. But nonetheless, like I said, I'm in a situation to where I'm in a stalemate in the wrestling world. I can take it or leave it, and that sucks because this is the most exciting time of the year to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to say. I'm in shambles. I'm in disgust.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys take over?
That's how I am.
They have bankable. Well, I don't know if they're bankable, but they're qualified. Like Styles. I didn't watch a whole lot of the regular shows this year. I watched mostly the pay-per-views. Styles is a draw. I think they're trying to make Jinder Mahal too much. And
Well, he's trying to get the Indian crowd in on that.
I was on board with the Punjabi, but because he came back and looked like $1 million. He put the fucking work in, and it was something different than seeing the same 3 or 4 guys, you know, just bouncing back and forth with the belt. But I mean, he's just not.
I don't think they ever fully recovered from Balor's injury. I think they had a whole push for him. Was that 2 years ago at SummerSlam?
Yeah, but whenever he came back, he didn't do nothing about it. He just silent.
I think it threw everything into Rex.
Yeah. What you got?
They need to bring Parker back.
My number one, party like it's MLK Day. Brew Barn favorite and twice canceled talk show host Chelsea Handler tweeted that Martin Luther King Day means more today than it ever has. Quote, "It is up to white people to honor Dr. King and think about what it must be like not to be white." How you feel about that?
What it must feel like to not be white. I'd have to imagine in a regular old world that it would feel the exact same thing as being white. Because I ain't seen a whip cracked in my lifetime or any slaves working around. I didn't get offered no special assistance to get my job or anything. So I think I live in an equal playing ground as all of my colored friends. So I would like to just think that, you know, it would be the same. You know, except they get called a dirty word every now and then. Other than that, I don't know. I think people, the reason why they keep on having all this racism stuff is because they bring it up. They just won't let it go. That's my opinion.
It's white people that bring it up. You
Oh, I
get
know.
my
And
anti-white rant.
she is very white.
I will get on my anti-white rant quick. And this woman is the tip of the spear.
The only black part of her slides in and out at a rapid pace every 2 weeks.
Like,
Okay.
5 years ago, this woman was a semi-attractive woman on a cable network doing a semi-funny TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And then she turned into, like, a feminist at first for no fucking reason. She's a millionaire.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And cut her hair. She got that thunder cunt feminist fucking short hair.
She got short hair, don't care.
short hair, don't care. She looks like a fucking potato.
Thunder cunt.
Okay? She looked like she aged 20 years in a matter of 2 or 3 years, and this got super serious and terrible, and now all of a sudden hates herself for being white and expects everybody else to hate, all white people to hate themselves and feel guilty about some ancient shit. I don't. I never will. There's no way you can tell me that my life is any more privileged than any other person walking this earth right now.
No.
Fuck no, I live in a third world county over here.
I grew up in a trailer park.
Yeah, we all do. We
Yeah.
live in a third world state.
Yeah. And here's the thing with the rapidly aging thing. I think that's more of a image consultant shit. Like now that she wants to be taken so serious and she wants to be uber feminist, like she has to make herself look less attractive so that she draws to a wider base of short-haired lesbians so that they take her more serious.
What a bunch of fucking weirdos, man.
You want to look unattractive, get ahead and cut that hair. That's the way to get on Ted Bed's bad side.
Yeah, with,
You
that,
get
with
short-
that mop.
Short hair, don't care, and get a goddamn love roll. What they call them things?
Love handles.
Love handles.
Yeah.
Muffin top.
Muffin top.
Muffin top. Spare
Yeah,
tire.
you go get a muffin top, short hair, and a bunch of dimples in your ass, and that's definitely a boner killer in Ted Bed's world. That works better and faster than saltpeter.
Yeah, Chelsea Handler's terrible. She's on the short list for worst people of fucking 2017 and is quickly skyrocketing up worst people of 2018, 20 days into it. I hope her fucking life gets canceled along with her fucking TV show. And she's fucking, I'm telling you, I hate these people. White people, I fucking hate you.
You're on the list.
I'm on the list too. I hate myself.
White people made the list.
Moving along the same lines, because people like her are the reason why the federal government is currently shut the fuck down as of midnight yesterday. Let's see, and the reason for that is the Democrats are playing chess, not checkers, with the fucking votes in the future, and are sacrificing all of our liberties right now for the dreamers and the schemers and the fucking illegal immigrants.
Slummers and bummers.
So for all you people out there, I looked up the long list, but I was too lazy to write it down. There's a lot of shit. Your tax refund is probably put on hold. What else? Public parks, you can still go to them, but the shitters are closed. So if you get caught short, you got to take a shit. Bring a bag.
Is it military spending too? Military payroll?
They're
Military's-
good.
yeah.
They're good so far.
They're good so far?
For short
But
term.
it won't go on for a long time.
What else? Military cemeteries and Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and all that stuff. That's cut off. There's all kinds of weird little things.
This is shit we went through. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
The Democrats did it 2 years ago, too,
Yeah.
with Obama.
Yeah. And it's funny because you got Trump truthfully blaming the Democrats for not getting on board because they're putting the dreamers and schemers ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got them, the Democrats blaming him like they have since day one. You know what I mean? So it's all one big,
For upholding the Constitution.
yeah, pretty much. So
Insanity.
if you're one of these clowns out there that's looking for, if you get a federal pension, a tax return, a VA pension or VA benefits or any of that, plan on not having that until it gets fixed.
I said everyone was always they're already trying to blame it on Trump. And what people don't realize is it happened to every president going back to Reagan, except young George W. Bush there. I don't think it happened to him. I couldn't find it anywhere if it did.
Well, that dude was
Nobody wanted to rock the boat in wartime.
his first 4 years, that dude was Teflon because 9/11 happened. Nothing was going to stick with him.
Bill Clinton actually had it happen twice. He shut down twice.
Man, does he look like holy hell. Have you seen the fucking comparison?
Oh, he
Yeah,
looks like Estelle Getty
I think I got
from
him.
Golden Girls.
He looks like he's been dead a few years now.
I think I got him on my celebrity death list this year.
He is on the short list.
Let me see. This would actually be the 9th shutdown recorded. The previous 8 cost the government in a total of over $250 million in lost revenue in wages.
Oh, well, that's the money Apple's bringing in.
But you know what? I guess whenever your deficit's fucking about $12 trillion, who the hell cares about $250 million? Drop in the bucket, pal. Drop in the bucket.
Did anybody bring that up? The Apple and the Walmart deals that they're bringing back to the country now?
No,
They're all jumping on board with
Yeah.
these tax cuts for the for the business. It has a trickle down effect. I don't think anybody can deny it.
Apple called in for 20,000 jobs.
Oh, I seen that. They said
and
that
280 billion in revenue and tax
they're
revenue.
going to invest that. They're going to invest $200 and some billion in the government and stuff in jobs.
With a B.
B with $1 billion. I watched that press conference the other day that he did from Pennsylvania, North Fayette, actually.
North Fayette.
Yeah,
They didn't want to get too close to downtown Fayette.
no, that's bad.
But that's our tax dollars at work. You got, I don't know how many people are in the fucking Senate and Congress, but you got all them blowhard old clowns
It's because they get paid no matter what.
bickering back and forth. You know, like, if it was up to me, we'd storm that place and hang them people on the street.
Look like Designated Survivor.
Because I don't care what political party you belong to. I think we can all agree that politicians are all scumbags and bottom feeders, and they need to fucking go, except for Trump, because he's the only one that, until a year and a half, 2 years ago, wasn't one of them, and they hate him for it. So,
Yeah, I agree with that. What else? Let's get on. Hey, here we go. Since we got a studio audience over here today. So the old lady must have paid attention to a few of our old shows. She came through for me on Christmas this year. I got Springsteen on Broadway tickets and tickets to Family Opera, my favorite Broadway show of all time.
Okay.
I don't care if you think it's gay or not. Like you go to the high school auditorium over at Jefferson and watch the goddamn play over there. You ain't built for Broadway.
No, their seats are pretty narrow.
So other than that, I went to Vegas for New Year's again. That's always a great time. Seen UFC 219. Seen the Golden Knights play a hockey game. And I even took the stage with a house band at the Rio Roo on New Year's Eve. That was all a good time. I can't wait to move there. That's what I says. I can't wait to live there in Vegas. That's a grand old time. But nonetheless, I can't believe that she actually took good advice for once. So now all I got to do in future shows is say, man, I hope she would take the laundry out of the washing machine and throw it in the dryer every now and then, so the water doesn't evaporate and we have stinky clothes in there. I don't think she's all about throwing her under britches in the dryer until it's my turn to throw some of my clothes in that washing machine. Then she knows it will suddenly magically get transported to the dryer, and then she has dry clothes all of a sudden.
Second row.
I ain't worried about your second row. I'm not
Do you
tooting your
think-
horn now. I'm blowing it up.
Do you think she set you up with the beef jerky birthday?
No.
Just so she could bring it all home with the
No.
Phantom Christmas.
You are giving her way too much credit because she thought without a shadow of a doubt that the beef jerky birthday was the greatest thing in the history of the world.
In theory, it was.
In theory, that's a great
It's just
idea.
really bad beef jerky.
Thank you.
Like, if I'd have been some Jack Links.
Who needs a beer over there?
Oh,
Yeah. The thing is, like I said, that jerky is so fucking bad that the dogs won't eat it. The poor kids at her school won't eat it, and they haven't had meat in about fucking ever.
That is bad if dogs won't eat it. My dogs will eat a fucking goddamn
Iron
Iron
the
Lord.
ass out of a dead raccoon.
If you just smelled it, though. One of them packages hasn't come in a long time. Hopefully she
Maybe they've heard your review.
Yeah, if anyone out there, I wish I knew the name of that shit so you can never try. I feel it is my moral and civic obligation to let you know.
It's called Bo Jerky. B.O.
B.O.?
Bo Jerky.
I'm going to
A
tell you.
B.O.
Okay, there
I'd
it is.
emphasize B.O.
Never ever. It smells like B.O. Never ever eat Bo jerky. B.O. jerky. Whatever the hell it is. It might even be one of them weirdos that spell it B-E-A-U, which would make a whole lot more sense to why it sucks.
Ugh, French jerky.
No, it's definitely B.O.
She says it's definitely
They got
B.O.
a feminine.
Or like LSU with the B-E-A-U-X.
At least the X makes it look a little bit
Yeah.
cooler.
We got to backtrack to the washing machine conundrum.
Okay.
'Cause
Ugh.
I've had this idea for an invention, and I don't know why the fuck this hasn't happened yet. Because my least favorite chore is transitioning the laundry from the washer to the dryer. I hate it. Because you got to dig deep.
Well, you're not the only one.
You got to dig deep. You know what I mean? There never
Yeah.
fails that there's something wrapped around the fucking whirly-burly
Yep.
in the middle.
Yep.
Okay? Is you're in a fight of your life. Why don't they stack them? You're
Then you
telling
got to
me-
undo it like the bread tie, where you got to turn it 3 times to the right,
Yeah.
and then you got to turn it 4 more times to the left. Like, how the fuck do you wind up
Well,
like
you guys got to modernize. I got one down there that doesn't have the whirly-burly in the middle. It's just
Yeah.
open conundrum.
Either way,
So do you want to go with the chute?
I want the washer on top of the dryer to where when the fucking dryer sounds off, or when the washer sounds off, it's done. It drops into the dryer, starts automatically, and then underneath the dryer is a port where you put your basket. So when it's dry, it falls right into the basket, and you pick your shit and you go because you got better shit to do during your day than fight with the washing machine for a
Yeah.
cow.
And I think there should be a heater involved. where
I'd
the
buy,
basket
I'm
goes.
telling you right now,
That way it
I'd
keeps
buy
it
that
warm.
and cotton
Keep the
pick and
flow.
say.
Yeah.
I would buy that just so I wouldn't have to move her laundry from the fucking washer to the dryer.
I mean, it
machine.
might be 12 feet tall, okay? But you can't tell me they come up with Narcan to bring crackheads back from the fucking dead, and I'm still fighting with my laundry. I'm telling you, that is a 100% legitimate invention that has not happened yet, that I've ever seen.
Yeah. You could
Like,
go.
I'm getting ready to build one. Some Transformer shit in my basement. I'm going to stack it up and do it myself.
I think you could even go side. If you're gonna put the technology to work, you could go side by side unit and have like a pinball paddle on the bottom of the washing
flipper.
machine. Just and then a little suction like the bank when the dryer's.
Yeah, a spring-loaded flipper.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I got.
I'm telling you, it will be. It would save so much time, which is where the money is, because people are inherently.
Hey, we
lazy.
could do it because I just seen a thing on the Facebooks where they have a sheath that goes over your heart. It'll keep a heart beating forever. So if they can keep a heart beating forever, we can do this. We can fix laundry.
Yeah, they can keep me from busting my knuckles on my fucking washing machine every 2 days. I'm telling you, we're gonna have to get together on it.
Hell, we're gonna have to take this to Shark Tank.
Mark Cuban's in. He
Yeah,
feels
we'll
our,
work with
he
them
feels
people
our
because they
pain.
don't do
On,
their own fucking laundry. They don't
You
have.
know
They don't
that
care.
QVC chick would be all over that one.
I'm telling you.
Man, I can't even stand
they're
it.
never going to believe it because they're going to listen to this show and think, well, hell, we're international superstars. We probably got all the money we need anyway.
We span 3 counties.
Yes. And Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. All right, Belly, what you got?
Big news for my traveling friends. Delta Airlines is cracking down on passengers with emotional support animals beginning March 1st, which I think is tremendous.
Hear that, Ruth?
Yes.
I got some emotional support over here right now.
Now, you must, beginning March 1st, you must have a signed document confirming training for the issue that you have, that you're claiming, and must have the proof of the health of the animal and vaccinations 48 hours in advance to your flight.
I'm okay with that. I'm tired of people abusing the system.
They said pet-related incidents on airplanes, including bites, feces, urine, are up 84% since 2016.
You hear that, Ruth?
And flight attendants have had to people have actually attempted to fly with turkeys, gliding possums, snakes, and spiders, all under the guise, GUISE, of emotional support animals.
Well, I ain't never seen a goddamn turkey wearing one of them service dog.
I seen snakes on a plane one
What the fuck is a
time,
turkey?
and that had Andrew Jackson. That had Samuel fucking Jackson yelling about him the whole fucking time.
Not old Hickory.
Not old Hickory. He would have been upset about
I
it
don't
too.
understand how you can have an emotional turkey or spider. I ain't want a fucking spider.
I'm telling you, it goes back to white people inventing the term and the idea of emotional support animal, because nobody ever would even consider that a real thing.
20 years ago, we'd have said, if you're too fat to walk around Walmart, don't go to Walmart. Well, now you just have a little four-wheeler you get to ride around and then shit all over.
I ain't sitting at them mad shit or scooters. I'm telling you, I'm traumatized. I can get an emotional service pet from the trauma that I've received from looking at that shitted up scooter.
Ruth, get on it.
You should be allowed to tie all these bleeding heart liberals to a chair, have them four pointed to the chair, and just smack them right between the eyeballs with your beanbag. Give them the Arabian goggles, and just rest your ball sack right on the bridge of their nose, and just watch them nut out. Literally. I don't understand. I don't understand crybaby fucking people anymore, and it makes me. That's what I got to say. Playing fair.
All right, moving on. Let's see here. This is probably my favorite story of the last couple weeks. The 12 kids that were shackled and tortured.
Yeah, this is tragic.
This is
Flowers in the attic.
This is bizarre.
That dad had the worst haircut in the history
Listen,
of
that hair,
fucking
he looked
haircuts.
like Friar Tuck or fucking or Robin Hood or something.
He looked like something. I don't know.
He looked like Friar Tuck. I kind of like his haircut. It looks better than mine.
Well, you're not setting the bar.
Okay,
Let's set the bar a little higher.
On a side note, we're going to inform you people that from season 1 all the way back to September the 8th, the hair there is still going on.
Yes, it is.
We all look pretty much homeless, except for the shitbag and Carmichael's. He's trying to slick. He got more product in his hair than the BP's oil spill.
Yeah, he
Golf.
looks Amish.
Yeah.
But it's still neck and neck race here, and no one's budging. No one's budging. The hair there continues.
Yeah.
Other than that, we'll keep you updated down the road. All right, continue on.
Anyway, let's see. There, a little bit more details have come out now. Let's see. 12 kids were tortured, shackled and tortured in Paris, California by their parents, who are David and Louise Turpin. And I knew this is a key. This is key fact.
You listening, folks?
These people were born in West Virginia, which might explain 99% of what's going on here.
What, did the fucking tornado drop them in California or
No,
what?
no. Listen, this is even more bizarre. The husband, Friar Tuck, was legitimately a fucking engineer for Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, which are two huge fucking companies. Where he got to where he is now is somebody else's job.
He might have been like
But,
Matt Damon.
The kids were between the ages of 2 and 29, and the 29-year-old, when she was found, weighed 82 pounds.
I've seen that. That's unbelievable.
Okay, and the 17-year-old is the one that escaped. Her in another one. The other one got scared, ran back home. The 17-year-old, she planned this escape for 2 years. I mean, what kind of high security are you under where you can't break out of a residential house in 2 years? Like, these people had it on lockdown. And she ended up calling 911 from a deactivated cell phone, which ended up leading to the police, responding.
Little Tiffany crawled through 1.25 miles of filth that I would hate to even imagine.
Yeah, like how in the fuck are you that locked down? And they said it was real weird that they would keep them up all night and have them like marching in their yard and shit. Up all night! And all kinds of weird shit. And the only thing they were really allowed to do was write in a journal. So they're combing through years.
Oh, we got some Anne Frank shit coming out.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's really going to drive home this case that the DA got on him. Because them journals is what's really going to put Friar Tuck and the old lady away.
Him and Wheezy.
But yeah, it was real weird. I mean, the guy had a legitimate job and was obviously somewhat educated or whatever, and just turned into a fucking blithering maniac. I guess.
Well, there's a lot of doubt. Like, you got to be super intelligent to be one of them fucking engineer dudes anyway. And with that comes a lot of fucking eccentricities on the other end of your life spectrum.
Oh, Mr. Big Word of the Day.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have engineered the world's greatest torture chamber of all time to keep all these fucking kids on lockdown. And the thing is, like, somebody mentioned, I read the comment section, which is always hilarious to read the fucking comment section. Like, these people must have had, like, no family, no friends.
The grandparents visited them. Did you hear that part?
No.
The kids' grandparents a couple years ago.
I don't know that they can hear you at home.
Huh? Well, I'm not standing up. The grandparents went and visited them and said that they seemed completely normal and happy. So they're fucking full of shit too. Because that makes no sense unless they have them like trained to.
But here's my theory.
Yeah,
Is,
put on a show
Yeah.
for a day or
here's
two.
my theory is you have children. Like, at any time, when any of my kids were 6, 7, like, I could have convinced them that unicorns were real when they breathed fire, and that's what brought down ancient Rome. It's just that eventually you have that button and you goes, nah, I'm just messing with you. Here's what this is, that.
Yeah.
But if you would keep that going, the level of trust already instilled by the parent, like, you could convince these kids of a lot of things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see the story on 2020 the other day of the girl that?
I don't watch mainstream media. Go Trump.
Well, the woman had her daughter convinced that she had leukemia and cerebral palsy and all this stuff, and she used to tell her, like, stay in the wheelchair, don't get up and walk when we're in public. They had celebrities sending them money and all this stuff, and here there was nothing wrong with her at all. And she ended up having a boyfriend that killed her, and then they ran away. Yeah, they ended up killing. Now that girl's in jail, and they're saying she was a victim, not.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, she had to
Dr.
be
Phil
completely
got to
insane
get
at
on
that
with
point.
this. But yeah,
It's called Munchausen.
Munchausen. It's where you
Yeah.
project illnesses on your kids to keep them. Eminem had that. He wrote a lot of songs about it. Back when I was an angry white youth, listening to a lot of Eminem.
I don't even like you.
I can't even talk about that. But yeah, I thought that was kind of that story kind of made my week, especially seeing that dude's haircut. I mean, I
That's
feel bad
pretty
for the
fucked up.
kids,
Yeah.
but that's definitely a do-it-yourself haircut.
Well, if there is one fucking
Without a
state,
shadow of a doubt.
There ain't no
Yeah.
way that dude's going to Great Clips. and
He's
getting that fucking mess.
engineering that.
if there is one good state to be a fucking victim, California is a good one to be, because they're gonna get. Hopefully, they'll get some fucking help.
Oh, that dude's going to get 9 million years in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no way he's getting out of this case. You ain't beating that one.
No.
Especially with an 82-pound
29, yeah.
29, 30-year-old.
Jesus Christ.
And the journals to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm buying them.
Why would you encourage written documentation of your torture by the victims
He
for
got
years?
arrogant, like fucking Goldfinger.
What an idiot.
Every good villain gets arrogant, and that's their downfall. Where they tell Mr. Bond a little too much of the plan.
Strict rules of golf, Goldfinger. You expect me to talk? No, I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. Goldfinger, I just watched that about 2 weeks ago. Great movie.
Good movie.
All right, bad news bears for some of my favorite TV shows, though. The list came out last night with 12 shows that's on the bubble to get canceled. 2 of the 12 are some of my favorites. The Blacklist and Blind Spot are both on the list.
Blind spots I like.
And,
Blacklist I felt a favor.
Blind Spot's viewership is down 40% this season. That is not a good sign whatsoever. Rounding out the rest of the list was basically every Marvel show that's on television,
Yeah.
all the superhero shows, and then a few shows that's like all lovey-dovey. I don't even fucking know. I won't watch them anyway.
Well, some of them were canceled mid-season. Like wasn't that Power of the Crowd or whatever with Jeremy Piven?
No, that's
wasn't
still
that?
on.
Is it?
Yeah, Wisdom of the Crowd.
Wisdom of the Crowd.
Was The Flash on the list?
No.
I hear good things.
My
Wait.
kids love it. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I tried to watch it, and it's basically the fucking Dawson's Creek of
Yeah.
superhero TV shows. Like, it's very teeny bopper, like vanilla-ish, you know what I mean? But I did see Goldberg has a guest spot next season on a few episodes. So I'm tuning in for them.
I thought it was odd that the Flash that they had for the show, which was mildly successful, and the Flash they used in the movie for Justice League was different.
I didn't watch that movie yet. I haven't been up to snuff about watching movies.
Oh, I've been watching some movies. I did watch The Good Doctor on your authority.
Yeah, that retard's pretty good.
I liked it, but the first episode, it rubbed me the wrong way because they're like going back and forth at the board, like whether or not we should hire him, give him a chance. And like he does this big spectacle on YouTube where he saves some kid's life and he's accidentally videoed and whatever. And they come in, they're like, well, Sean, would you like to say something on behalf of yourself? You know, to sway the board one way or another, whether or not they're going to invest in a kid with autism to be a surgeon. He's like, I had a bunny and it went to heaven. And my brother went to heaven in front of me.
What else you
And
want?
I couldn't do nothing. I want to be a doctor. And like the board heard that speech, and they're like, "Oh, we're all in. This is our guy."
No, they did. That colored fellow on there wants to get him good.
He's gonna win either way.
It don't matter. It's a decent show. It keeps you interested.
Oh, it picked up since then. Yes.
Blacklist wasn't the show with that fucking weirdo Kevin Spacey, was it?
No,
that's
that was
fine.
House of Cards. Raymond Reddington.
Raymond Reddington.
Oh, I don't know.
What was that guy? What's that guy's name? James Spader.
Well, I mean,
He played douchey guy in every '80s movie.
Speaking of other shows, did you end up watching Die Hard yet, pal?
No, never seen it.
You're on the hook for Die Hard for like the last 2 years.
Here's the thing. I own it.
I just want to update the crowd here that I am now 8 seasons and 20 episodes into the Big Bang Theory.
Well, then you have to update the crowd that you are a legitimate fan of the Big Bang Theory.
No, I said I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it like I said I was going to. I was going to give it a chance. I'm getting there. I think I can go into the fandom spectrum. But the fact of the matter is, I watched 8.5 seasons, and you couldn't dedicate 2.5 hours
You could have
to
you
one of
at
the
least got
greatest
the,
movies in the history of the world.
you could have at least got the Huey Lewis in the lobby.
I just haven't got around to it.
You have not been doing nothing else.
I'm saving the world.
This is fucking...
John McClane's saving the world too, sir.
Yeah, you must see Saving the World. You watch Die Hard. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think 5, if there is one. I don't know, 4.5 maybe. Who cares? You watch them all.
I do need to watch. I need to live up to that.
There's 5. 5th one was in Russia.
But the bet wasn't, if we all can remember correctly.
There's no bet. There's no bet here.
We're not the bet. But
Gentleman's agreement.
The agreement was that I watched Cheers, not Die Hard. And I did give Cheers a shot.
I understand this, but we're moving on down the line.
Well, this requires a secondary gentleman's agreement.
Making your way,
I have not agreed.
making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
The fact of the matter is...
It takes everything I got to watch Die Hard.
No, it should not.
Should not. Definitely not.
That doesn't do nothing but improve your life watching that movie. You're going to be mad at yourself that you haven't watched it 20 years ago.
Yeah, and it actually holds up. It holds up.
Get to that. Homework.
All right.
You got homework.
All right, I got homework.
All right. Belly, anything else?
In New Year's resolution weight loss news, a man in Fresno, California was found to have a 5-foot tapeworm climbing out of his butthole.
Oh, I don't know.
The
It'd
man
be fun tugging on that son of a bitch.
been like the old clowns trick where they pull the napkin out of their sleeve for like 5.5 minutes. The man who ate predominantly sushi every day for almost most of his life was found with the emergency room after he went to take a shit, and he thought his intestines were wiggling out of him.
Well, I'm telling you right now, during our next commercial break, I'm going to have you look at my butthole. I'll spread my cheeks, and I'm going to have you stare into my brown eye and see if there's anything winking back at you. If so, we're going to get the.
Can't I just watch Die Hard?
No. If I got a worm hanging out my butthole, we're going to get the barbecue prongs out the door over there. And we're going to perform emergency surgery on getting this worm removed from my butthole.
I don't like this game.
It's not a game. This is
It's a game of life.
Yeah, you might save my life.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
If you need to, just get your pinky finger and just swirl around in there and see if anything nibbles.
We'll just
You're noodling. You gotta go noodling.
You just sit there. You just sit there and you wiggle your drawers down a little bit. And we'll put a plate of raw meat behind you.
No,
And
don't
when that
work
thing
like
comes out the feed,
No,
we'll hook it.
no. During the commercial break,
We'll put some WD-40 on the line.
during the commercial break, you put WD-40 on your pinky finger and you jam it in my butthole, and we're going to try to noodle the tapeworm. If there is one. If not, it's just going to be a painful waste of time.
If not, it's just another Saturday night at the brew bar. Dropping digits and taking names.
That sounds good to me. Flavor.
Yeah, move on.
All right. I don't know how I can stop noodling a butthole for a tapeworm, but all right, to bring the show down a notch, here I go. Zodiac signs. Who here is interested in those? Because I am. I'm interested in all kinds of
if
things.
you're interested, we'll be interested.
All right. Do you guys know what you are?
Yeah, I'm a Virgo.
I'm Aquarius.
All right, I need to know these things.
Okay.
The stats I'm about to fucking put
All
out.
right.
I'm a Gemini. Okay.
Ooh, like a twin.
We're all across the board.
Yeah.
Okay, your name comes up in there here anyway. Let's see. Zodiac signs. They had a list out of most likely to cheat, best dads, best moms. So I jumped on
this is
board
going to
with that.
be good.
So here you go. And this is according to AshleyMadison.com, which is the authority
Gotta be true.
on fucking
Cheating.
cheaters.
Yeah.
They got tens of millions of people on this fucking website. So what does that say about the state of fucking marriage in this country? Anyway,
Better off in the state of California.
that's beside the point. Let's see. It says here that Capricorns are the most likely to cheat, followed by Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, and the Cancers.
Always,
I'm not even on that list.
always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
All right, and then me being a dad, I looked that one up, and the best dads, according to this, are your Taurus, your Cancer, and your Pisces, and the worst is a Virgo.
Well, I'm the worst. I'm in the worst category there, and I guess that's why I got that vasectomy, to make sure that I don't want to be the worst at anything.
Right.
So, I showed you, Ashley Madison.
And as far as moms go, your best ones are Pisces, Aries, and Gemini, and your worst is a Leo.
Bad line.
So I don't know what my old lady is. She's the one ahead of me.
Pull it up on your phone. You got the world at your fingertips.
I'm not that interested in it.
You just don't know when your old lady's birthday is.
But I always look up shit like that when I see. Because here's the thing: if you look at your what do they call the horoscopes?
Yeah.
And you black out every actual sign, Gemini, Cancer, whatever. Black it out. It all applies to you.
Yeah.
In one weird way or another. It doesn't matter what you read.
It's like thinking your fortune cookie.
It's
special.
so super vague.
Like a fortune teller.
When's her birthday yet?
It's May 18th.
May 18th. Oh,
We find out she made the list on the cheaters.
You find out her birthday's the 17th, and you just got in a lot of trouble.
I'm looking. I got the internet's cranking.
Oh shit! The wheels of time are turning.
But yeah, I always take these personality tests and stuff like that online when I come across it. You know what I mean? I'll take an hour out of my day to take a quiz for no fucking reason. I took the personality test. I've taken 8 of those.
I like the ones.
Those are all pretty.
Okay, I got it. When is she?
May 18th.
May the 18th falls under a Taurus.
Yeah, look at 3rd place on the cheater list.
She's getting she's getting
my
DP'd
surveillance.
right now.
Up my fucking surveillance.
DP'd right in the A.
That's it.
And she's the best dad.
Oh shit!
She can't be a best dad.
Yes, she can.
Well, I guess nowadays she probably could. But
Yeah, she'd be whatever.
2 years
whatever
ago,
she identifies.
You cannot tell her she can't
2
be.
years ago, she didn't have the right equipment.
Yeah.
Whatever she identifies as. But the personality test I always take, they're pretty standardized. No matter which one of those I take, it's the same fucking results. I took the sociopath test, found out I'm one of them.
Yes, man.
I took the genius test, I found out I'm one of them.
Yep.
I don't got to take a test to tell you.
Yeah, I like the genius. But we can tell you your grade level by this test.
Yeah, I don't
They're
pass none of that up.
So yeah, I always get told your doctor.
I don't know who comes up with some of
Like
these.
fuck.
I don't know who comes up with some of these sign things here, but I think it just
Ace of base.
That's what I'm saying. They're so vague that they
Ace of
apply
Base
to-
came up with the signs.
They apply to everybody.
Yeah, because I'm looking at mine right now and it says weaknesses, shyness. I don't think I have that.
Well, you are very weak at being shy. So if you read it like that,
Well, I guess it's all the wording.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't call you shy at all.
And it says
no, he's very weak at being shy.
says I worry. I'm overly critical of self and others. I can go with that. I'll sign off on that one.
Reckon?
That overly critical thing. All work and no play. These people are just they're hee hee ha ha. My Virgo likes. I like animals, healthy food, books, nature, cleanliness. Yeah, I can go with all of them. I don't really care about the nature thing, but it is what it is. I guess I'd rather have a good nature than the bad natures out there.
Yeah.
Virgo dislikes rudeness, asking for help, taking center stage. Well,
Hey,
I don't
hey,
really
in the
care.
Hummer.
I'll take center stage. I don't like asking for help, and I guess I don't like rude people either. Even though I could be one of the rudest.
Which one of them says
whenever
you like rude people though? That's what I mean.
That's a dislike.
Yeah, I understand that. But by giving that to you as a dislike, that implies that somebody's going to like rude people.
I guess so.
Oh, never mind.
What are you?
Aries.
Air. This is live on air, and I'm
Yeah,
telling
but there's lots of Aries out there.
All right, for all you Aries listeners out there, your weakness, let's go with your strength. Your strength is you're courageous, determined. Hold on, congratulations, the Amazon user just won $1,000.
Another thousand. Another 1,000.
That ruined the whole thing. I can't even get back to it now.
Oh, yeah.
So Aries, you want to know your shit? Look it up. I don't know. We got anything else from there?
No, I just want to throw a list out there about the cheaters. I'm sure we got some listeners out there that are top of the list. Capricorns.
Cheating ass Capricorns.
Tens of millions of people on that list. Or on that website.
Yeah. Like when they got hacked 3 or 4 years ago and they got all the people from
bunkered up tighter.
there was one of them was from ESPN. There was a ring. ESPN had a ring of people in there.
You said Capricorn's a dirty horse?
Yeah.
That's from December the 22nd to January the 19th. Huh.
Christmas hose. Jesus was a cheater. I'm just saying.
I can't believe you said that.
You heard it here first.
All right, we're moving on from there. I got two left. In the world. It's a good one. Let's go to porn star Stormy Daniels. She's claiming she had an affair with good old Donald Trump. That's all great, but then it gets weird. She said that Donald had Ben Roethlisberger take Stormy back to her room the day after they had sex. So I guess Ben Roethlisberger is getting Donald Trump's sloppy seconds. So they're a little bit closer than what people's been putting on out there.
But she said like Ben was a perfect gentleman, just walked her to the door.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure.
Like Ben was just like Dawn was hitting that, and Ben's outside eating fucking pancakes or something. And Dawn's like, Ben, you get rid of this now.
Well, Ben doesn't like to have any that he doesn't have to take by force. That's his thing. Yeah, unless they're crying.
That was a phase.
I'm gonna need you to cry and scream no really loud for this to work.
Yeah, that's your safe word.
So I looked Miss Daniels up on Pornhub last night, and she just has your standard sex. She wasn't doing nothing weird. I didn't even see no anal videos or anything. She stuck to all the white guys. She had a couple threesomes with two other with women, one guy and a woman. So she didn't even get DP'd or anything like that. So I guess she's just good old standardized sex with her. So I don't know if Donald Trump had sex with her. Good, she had sex with the president. I don't really care. I don't care about people's sex lives.
No, she gets an old atta girl.
Yeah, good job.
That's a come up.
Way to fuck number one. Good, Belly.
Grocery stores in the UK, this is in Across the Pond news, are banning sales of energy drinks to people under 16. The Waitrose, the Asta, and the Aldies chains will all now require ID to prove that you're over the age of 16 in order to buy energy drinks. They've linked the energy drinks to the high sugar and caffeine content to heart disease, diabetes, etc., etc., etc. You guys are some energy drinking fellas.
No, I really don't like it.
I am. Yeah. On a nonstop basis. I don't know. I've been giving my 9-year-old Red Bull since he was 2.
He benches.
He's trying to collect that.
He benches 415.
Just like sips. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not giving him a fucking full can.
Putting a nipple on it.
But I don't know. Understand? I don't trust any medical, like where they can link it to this or link it to that, because if you remember 20 years ago when they were telling you if you eat eggs, your fucking arteries are going to clog up and you're going to die. Well, it comes to find out that whole fucking study.
That story.
You don't remember eggs cholesterol bad for you?
I missed that one. Because I drink like.
Well, I think this one come down to the one energy drink they researched, and when they broke it down, it had 22 teaspoons of sugar in one can of this stuff. And kids were drinking this as their sole source of liquid.
Well,
yeah, it's not good to jumpstart your heart like that.
No, I mean, if you're a total retard about it, it doesn't matter what it is.
Fat people should never ever drink that stuff.
Like, you can drink enough water to fucking kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like, right now. You know what I mean? Like, but, yeah, the egg thing, like, that come out in the 70s, that whole study was sponsored by Kellogg's and the cereal companies, because they wanted to put out bad info on eggs to get people to start buying cereal. And it turns out 20 years later, now eggs are a fucking wonder food.
Well, they're just trying to gain breakfast dominance.
Yeah, I told
ain't no one wants cornflakes.
This relates to real life. I went to the doctor probably a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I thought I might have the diabetes, right? So I went. Turns out I don't.
I don't know how you afforded that visit.
I'm optimal. But she asked me, the PA, she's like, well, do you want me to test your cholesterol? I'm like, well, I thought that was standard with the fucking blood work. And she was kind of like inconvenienced by my cholesterol test. I said, well, this is going to put you out of your way. Like, don't worry about it. She's like, do you have any? I was like, I eat like 8 eggs a day at a minimum. It's like, oh, well, that's kind of excessive, which it kind of is because it's 56 eggs a week.
But you know me.
Yeah, but she's like, and she even told me, she's like, look, what you eat doesn't necessarily translate into the cholesterol build. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not all related. So as far as I'm concerned, I got a free pass to eat as many fucking eggs as I want to, and I will continue to take advantage of that for as long as I can.
I'm going to anyways. Worst case scenario, I kicked the bucket, but at least I didn't get fat.
Sidebar to doctor's visits. I had to go last week. Had a bout of the vertigo.
For your
that
thyroid?
sucks. Oh. Don't ever do that. Don't ever catch the vertigo. because I had an ear infection.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't think you catch vertigo. I think it's
shut up! I got dirty door handles, dirty toilet seats.
So everyone out there, go and buy some of them
Oh
disinfectant
man, but
wipes.
don't fuck with the vertigo. That was vicious.
Buy disinfectant
Like
wipes and wipe down the house.
Like you're
so
used to
catch
like, hey, I
vertigo.
stood up too fast. I got to whoa. Like this would shut you down.
yeah, it gets pretty serious.
Yeah. So, other than that,
All right, Flamethrower, you got anything left?
Yeah, it's kind of late. We already went on the sports kick, but might as well run around and get predictions real quick for the Super Bowl. I put it on my thing.
Well, I'm going to go with that Facebook prediction that leaked out. I don't know if you've seen that in the news. We had a leak. NFL leaked the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Patriots versus the Minnesota Vikings, and I agree with that. I think they've been trying to get that home field Super Bowl game for a long time. I feel that people's been working towards that.
I think they're afraid they're not going to sell enough tickets in Minnesota if the Vikings don't make it.
That might be hard. Nah, you know what? No, it's a Super Bowl. It's going to sell out regardless. You know, because all the corporate companies buy the tickets, and then you get some jabronis that go and leave at halftime. I've seen it for myself whenever I went down to the Pittsburgh game, whenever they played the Super Bowl in Tampa.
Against Arizona?
Yeah. You'd be surprised at how many corporate fucking kiss asses leave at halftime that just went there to tell their bosses,
Take a picture.
Dad, showed up today. I can't wait to see you in the office on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Profits are up. You know, margins are good. It's great to be here. This is a real chipper activity. Get the fuck out of here, you weirdos. The Super Bowl is the worst event ever. It's outpriced so the actual fan can't even go to it. And like I said, all them corporate kiss ass jabronis, they leave at halftime and then half the stadium's empty anyway. So it is what it is.
So you got
Minnesota and New England.
Pats, Vikings.
I got the same two teams.
I would love for it to be Minnesota, Philadelphia, so me and good old Mush Soaps can have a conversation on the show next week. He's diehard Philadelphia.
That's what I'm picking.
Philadelphia, New England.
I'm picking
Yeah.
Eagles.
No matter what, I'm picking the Patriots. That's just
But do you remember?
that's happening.
Yeah.
It was the year, the last time the Ravens won the Super Bowl. They beat San Francisco. They had a blackout.
Yeah, the blackout in
and all
New
that
Orleans.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But that year they leaked. There was a big conspiracy about the NFL leaking the Super Bowl because they had like a visual of Green Bay and Baltimore in the Super Bowl or whatever, and it didn't end up working out that way.
They called the audible.
I did see a stat today. I did see a stat today that the 4 times that New England's had to face the NFL's number 1 defense in the playoffs, they're 0-4.
Who's number 1 defense?
Jacksonville.
Fuck you, they ain't going down like that.
I don't think so either. I got New England winning handily.
I already called it by 28.
I like them beating Minnesota by 10.
Fuck, I had something else to add. I forgot about it. Well, I guess that's a wrap.
All right, my last one that I got for all you tattoo enthusiasts out there. The world's full of them nowadays, and then there's a couple of tattoos around the table. There's some weird shit going on. I didn't realize there were so many different varieties of tattoos you can get out there. I guess the good old Indian ink just ain't good enough anymore. There's that glow-in-the-dark ink that they use nowadays. That's probably got some radiation or something in it.
Like Jeff Hardy. Antifreeze.
Yeah. There's a method out there where they're putting motorcycle exhaust in the ink. Don't know if you've seen that, but that's super fucking weird.
That sounds lethal.
They're charging $300 a tube for this shit. There was only so many of them made, which I don't care how much of it was made. I don't want none of it.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah. Here's my favorite one of all. They're putting ashes of dead people, mixing it with the ink.
I've seen that one, yeah.
So you're going to get your dead relative into your body with the ink that you get tattooed for memorial tattoos and stuff. Now they're saying, doctors are saying, they tested it or whatever, like 99.2% of bacteria and all diseases is killed during that cremation thing. But there is still a chance that you could catch whatever killed your relative.
That's less than Purell kills.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's less. Yeah, I mean, there's a number percentage that, like, you still have a chance of catching whatever killed that relative whenever you inject it into your body with the ink. That just seems fishy. I just would not want to do that any way you slice it.
Imagine the irony of catching the gay cancers, getting the fucking tramp stamp.
I'm just saying, just stick to regular old tattoos if you're going to get them out there. I'm pretty much over tattoos nowadays because I see all the trashy people getting them, and it took all the fun out of the game for me. Before all the fat girls with fucking sexy and saucy and all this juicy written across their ass in their
Sperm
stretch
dumpster.
pants,
Crusty.
Yeah, before they had all them girls getting their cheap tattoos from the trailer park, I like getting them. And now I've seen all the trash people getting them. Like at least, hey, before you was able to identify trash tattoos, because they get the cross on their finger. Yeah, I ain't seen a good cross on the finger lately.
See, that's the Blue Belly doesn't have any. Blue Belly doesn't have any tattoos. I don't plan on any until they tattoo where they make the incision for the bypass surgery and such. But I'll defend your right to get one to the death, but I don't have any myself.
I got this thing with tattoos here, and if anybody listening knows anybody, find a way to let me know. I want to get one of the tattoos to where they actually take the needle and the hammer and do it like they used to do.
Oh, that old Tibetan stuff.
Yeah, like a long time ago.
Oh yeah, the village shit they do.
Yeah, like I want to get one of those done, and I'm sure I could talk my guy into doing it.
Damn, would that take a long time?
It would take a long time, but I want to get that done, and I also been kicking around the idea, and I'm sure this is going to meet some resistance here from one person at the table. Like,
I have a feeling.
I don't know why I've been having an urge to get just my throat, and I don't know why.
You get a throat tattoo.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Throat.
Like, what's the opinion on that?
You gotta get Sarah
Is-
like the
is-
Undertaker had.
Is the throat equal to the neck
That's dangerously
as far as
yeah,
as trash goes?
it's dangerously into
Yeah, that's
the trashy neck tattoo.
That's pretentious.
Pretentious. That's the wrong word.
My
Pretentious
opinion,
is like-
anyone?
Like Bill Burr, like a pear. A pear is pretentious. That's a pretentious
Love
fruit.
me some Bill Burr.
Can I get my opinion?
Yeah.
I think if you have 2 full sleeves and a large chest piece, that a throat tattoo would then be okay.
So I got to work up to it.
Yes.
So that's the kind of advice I need. Okay, so I can work with that.
Like the shop I used to go to, if you came in, they would only progressively tattoo you. Like if you came in and said, I have no tattoos, but I want the back of my hand done, they wouldn't do it.
Right. Yeah, mine
They're
doesn't
like-
either.
yeah.
My guy doesn't do that either.
It's like you have to go through certain steps. So, in my opinion, I think if you had 2 full sleeves, chest done, throat would be the next step. I think getting that with nothing else.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll have to work up to it
So
then.
that's mine.
But I'm going to find somebody. Now, over in the butthole corner of the earth, it might be hard, but I'm going to find somebody to do the traditional, like, Indonesian type.
Is it easy to find someone in the United States to do that?
I
No,
know.
there's a lot of people.
Oh,
who do
do
it.
you see
I
the
mean-
shit you can find on Craigslist?
Well, I mean,
I'm not going on Craigslist for anything.
I mean, I can sit here
PA
and tap
back
one
pages.
into if you want, but
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm full
I've
of-
actually seen ads on Craigslist that said just what you just said.
'Cause that's
I could
bad.
sit here and tap one into you.
But I think that you would want to go to
I'm not
someone
falling
that
for
was
that one
like
again.
a Polynesian artist.
like, for real. Like,
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if your guy, he might be able to do it. That's cool. But that's not his heritage. You know what I mean?
Like Moana.
Yeah.
There ain't too
Right.
many Indonesians around this neck of the woods.
No.
Gotta get on a cow with all them imports.
No, those are
Those gypsies.
those are gypsies. Those are
Gypsies
Hungarian.
hey, that's a
Gypsies, Indonesians, the same fucking
yeah. They
thing.
got it.
Gypsies get tattoos too, though. They might have a weird fucking way. to
They do the henna stuff a lot.
Yeah, they just use an ink pen and stab you.
Yes.
Yeah, with a fan motor.
I got some celebrity deaths. We're gonna tackle them, or you want?
If you want
wanna
to,
wait for the
yeah.
next.
I'm always like deaths.
There was my girl Dolores O'Riordan, lead singer of the Cranberries.
All
The
right.
zombie song.
The only song I've ever heard from the.
They did the linger.
No,
You
I
have
don't
to let it
watch them.
linger. The old
Yeah.
fart song.
Never heard of it. She was hotter than I thought she was when I saw the picture.
Yeah.
But she's dead now.
Jerry Van Dyke, star of Coach.
Yeah.
Played Luther on Coach.
I've seen that.
Keith Jackson, legendary voice of college football, ABC Sports.
Yeah. That was-
And Dick Enberg. Two big sportscasters, ripped the heart out of the Blue Belly. That was always my dream gig growing up. That's what I wanted to do. Dick Enberg was huge. Keith Jackson was
Well, I'm glad I was
awesome.
able
loved
to
it.
present you into the world of your dreams.
This is why I'd show the fuck up. Keith Jackson was a monster. He called a lot of big games. Like his last game he went out on was Texas and USC in that Rose Bowl for the national title, which was probably one of the best games that they've ever had for a national title game.
So does the last one.
You
Yep.
know,
Oh, that last one was good. Real good one.
That last one was good. Didn't see that one coming.
I seen the tide roll.
No, I didn't mean falling behind like that. And then switching quarterbacks at halftime.
Yeah, that was ballsy maneuver. We won't go further into that then.
Okay.
And to piggyback on that, we found out about Tom Petty and his cause of death, which did make me feel bad because I could not stand that fucking band or that anything that they put out. It just made me nauseous. Okay, but he ended up dying of it. They called it an accidental overdose.
That's so fucking stupid.
It's hard to have an accident with these ingredients.
Yeah, he had oxycodone or oxycontin, one of the two.
Oxycodone.
Same
Same fucking difference.
And our good buddy,
And old fentanyl.
old fentanyl.
All up in his shit.
Mr. Dollar General himself.
Killed him deader than fried chicken. So
if you
he's
want
having his last dance with Mary Jane right
That's
now.
what I was just going to say. If you want to know who's responsible for the last dance of Mary Jane, that's General So.
If he'd
Tom
just
Petty went shopping down at the dollar store and the black tar fucking struck.
if he'd just stuck with old Mary Jane, he'd probably be here today.
Yeah. Been working for Willie Nelson so far.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's another dude that's immortal. Him and Keith Richards. They ain't never gonna die.
Keith Richards is pickled.
If you drew one of them two in your death pool, you're good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Keith Richards is like that.
That's living on a prayer trying to catch
Keith
it.
Richards is like that jar of fucking sausages on your neighborhood bar that just sits there that you haven't seen anybody eat.
Keith Richards like McDonald's hamburger. It don't ever go bad and it always stays the same.
Yeah, you can leave it in the backseat of your car for 10 years and the motherfucker looks better than it did before when you got it.
All right, other than that, we got anything else at the table? We're going to go to break and hit up the questions.
You got any movie reviews, TV reviews?
No, I'm not doing it today.
Okay.
I'm good. I got to pee.
All right, Flamethrow's going to pee. We'll be back after he's done.
Letterkenny.
Never was around, but she grew up tall and she grew up right with the Indiana boys on an Indiana night.
No, sir. It's going to keep on going. All right, folks, we're back with the questions that a few you people sent in. We got 8 of them today. We're going to go 4 and 4. Good old Randy Flamethrower is going to read us on through.
All right, here we go. Number 1. This is coming from Sammy out of Tennessee. And Sammy wants to know, if your past 4 girlfriends all got together, what reason would they all agree is the reason why you two broke up? And I'm gonna pass this around the table.
Good, but good, Billy.
I want to say you don't take things serious enough came up a lot. I don't know. Like I would just like if it was me, I was like, well, she was a bitch. But I think it was if it would have to be my fault. Ugh.
Mine probably was my fault. I have no problem saying that. My last one probably was my fault. I don't remember the fucking Florida. That's the hard part. Like, I can remember the last 2. I don't even remember the 3. Like, mine always gets to the point where once the girl starts getting fat, you're fucking fired. I don't even like you anymore. That I know for a fact that was the reason for my last 2 breakups. Because they got husky, and that's what I told them. I said, you're gaining a little bit of weight there. And girls don't like hearing that. So once the girls put on a good 10 or 12 extra pounds, that was as good as signing your death warrant. It's no secret. You get fat, you ain't getting nothing from me. I'll jack off. I'll be single again.
I know there was 2 I left.
You know.
Like out of the last 4, like relationships, like if we're counting girlfriends, like I haven't had many. A lot of this, that, like these 2 weeks, these 2 weeks.
That's
But
none that I'd write home about.
yeah, I want to say I left 2 stranded in Mexico. Where
Oh, you left them for the cartel.
where I just came home, didn't go back again.
Left them for El Chapo.
Yeah, one that cheated on me, probably because that was my fault. She would say, yeah. And I never dated Ted Bed, so I can't say it was because I got fat.
Don't worry, buddy.
Well, I'm glad you don't hold your friends to the same standards.
Maybe not. If I held my friends to the same standards, I wouldn't have any friends.
At least none would go fishing in your butt for tapeworms. Didn't find any, by the way.
Yeah, my butthole's clean of tapeworm. Like I said, that's the only. I know for a fact the last girlfriend that I had, that was the straw that broke the back. She got a little bit husky, got one too many dimples in her butt, and I said, I'm not interested no more. I'm just not. And I would do the same thing if the old lady sitting there got fat too.
I hear it's in the vows.
I would have no problem whatsoever just saying, I just am not liking you anymore. Because I asked her the other day, and that's what got her diet jump started again. I said, I noticed in Las Vegas. So you gained a couple pounds? I already knew the answer, because like I said, I see everything. Yeah, she might have squeaked on 1 or 2, but now she's back on the diet thing. So I guess I'm going to have to be married for just a slight tad bit longer. Unless she continues on the diet, comes through. And I'm rooting for her. I need someone to pay half his rent.
You're lucky she's not weighing that haircut.
This hair is beautiful. Shut up. Flamethrower.
I've been thinking about it while you two been fucking scheming over there. I'm gonna say probably because I'm not a tag along. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
I can definitely agree with you.
Like
yeah.
I don't.
You're not
Like,
a
if I
couple. You're
don't
not a
like-
couple's night out.
No. Like if I don't like to do shit, I'm not fucking doing it. And a lot of guys blow smoke up everybody else's ass and say, "Well, yeah." My old lady says this, I'm gonna fucking do this and fuck her or whatever, but I'm legitimately like that to an extent. Like, I'm not mean about it, but if I don't want to fucking do something, I'm not doing it, and I'm not gonna go out of my way to pretend that I like
I
doing
think
it.
we're on the same page with that one, buddy.
Like right now, I'm no showing a fucking birthday party because there's a bunch of cackling hens that wanted to get together and play board games. Wrong. That's not happening. You know what I mean? I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I'll just tell you straight up, it ain't happening, and you're on your own, and some people don't like it.
I no-showed family dinner for Christmas and everything because I don't like my family.
Yeah, I've no-showed my family for 10 years. I'm a ghost as far as they're
That's
concerned.
what I'm saying. I've never been a part of fucking family time. I didn't want to be part of family time. I told her that before. I says, I don't want to go to your family time. Every now and then I will. I'll make a special guest appearance every now and then. Few and far between. But let it not be a surprise whenever I say, no, I don't want to fucking partake. I don't know. I'm not a social butterfly with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and it's gotten to the point where my old lady now, like, she won't even extend the invite anymore. Like, she'll just, like, preemptively tell these people, I'm probably not going to be there. And when she, like, I hope to God, most of the year, like, she'll tell me, like, weeks ahead of time. Like, I'm going to remember this in the first place. That something's going on this weekend. I'm like, I hope I'm fucking working.
No.
You know what I mean? Just so I can.
If not, I'm signing up.
Yeah.
I'm coming up with excuse to work.
Yeah. So that's probably my biggest thing is I'm just not a.
Mine would give me, do you think you'll be mandated on this day? I said, just assume it. Just assume I'm going to be. I'm working.
Like, what's a big one? Kennywood. Kennywood around here.
I ain't been to Kennywood in 18 years.
Well, my lady, like, that's like family time for her. And my kids like to go, and she knows now. She doesn't even ask me anymore. I'm like, I hate it. And everything. I don't ride rides because I get sick. It's 98 degrees outside. I'm eating fucking funnel cake. It is not happening.
If I could rent it out like Wally World, where it was just the Griswolds,
I'm going to do that.
I could do that.
Nope, I wouldn't
I'm
even
not
go down for that.
I'm not riding a roller coaster that some carny, toothless fucking carny put together with a socket set. I'm not doing it. Watch the news and watch how many Ferris wheels roll off the fucking tracks every year. Not doing it. Anyway, I was good. You interrupted me and lost my fucking train of thought.
No, you're not a tag along.
I'm not tagging along. But yeah, Kennywood. So they didn't ask me to go anymore. Why should I go? I'm miserable. My miserableness is going to spread throughout. By the time we leave, that whole park's going to be miserable. They're going to shut it down. You know what I mean? So
It's going to be a silent ride home.
I'll stay home, and it's easier that way. She puts up with it. People in the past, not so much. So
She keeper.
Yeah. I'm not a conformer, and
Just
I never
too bad.
will be.
Just too
I'm
bad.
not good at that.
Yeah, I'm
Just
stuck
too
in my
bad.
ways. I'm stuck in my ways, and that's just the way it's going to be.
That's why I could never date again. I'm gonna be the loneliest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah.
If I ever get, I'm gonna be like
Oh,
Scrooge.
hell no,
Because there's no way I can go to a bar and pretend to be interested in some girl.
2 words, Mr. Sex Robot.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to go to the bar.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and
No.
first of all go broke buying some girl drinks all night and pretend to be interested in this conversation when I can just tell her flat out, listen, you're dumb as fuck. Okay, I'm done with this.
Sitting there,
You know.
sitting there spewing lies to her about the time you took an AK round through both sides of your fucking chest.
Yeah.
All right.
Like the modern day,
I've heard that story
modern
before.
day hero.
Riding your horses through fucking Afghanistan, like the new movie.
We'll get to that in episode 13.
All right, moving on from that.
Go ahead, go. Take us to
We-
number 2.
We're done talking about our weaknesses. Number 2, come from Luke out of Minnesota. He wants to know who is the greatest actor of all time. I'll take the lead on this. It's not even a question in my book, Daniel Day-Lewis.
This guy is a fan of fucking
You can't argue. You
the,
got Bill
the
the
5
Butcher.
corners.
Yeah, you
You
check,
got
check,
5 points.
yeah, check the scoreboard, bro. Yeah.
Bill the Butcher, greatest movie villain of all time.
My left foot.
There Will Be Blood. Yeah, he played the
Lincoln.
retard.
Yep.
Lincoln. Played him to a T. And then I read, and I think I put this out there a few episodes ago. He's got one more movie in him, and he's done.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, like he's just going out on top. I don't think it's even it can't be questioned. I mean, I'm sure you have no other.
I mean, we're gonna have to because it's pretty shitty pod. If we still agree.
yeah.
No, I mean, I'll give you that one. That's he like movie actor.
I mean, you're gonna be wrong.
But if you
You
would,
can say whatever you
but
want.
if you would expand it to movie star, I think then you could enter other people in with Lewis. They could throw Cruz in there.
No.
Movie star, yeah.
No, we're talking about actor.
I understand that. Actor, there's not a whole lot of discussion to be made. I mean, honestly, I know the shit's on right now, but everything you've watched Meryl Streep in, I believed her. I know the shit's on her politically.
I can't see I've ever seen Meryl Streep in
Yeah.
one thing.
And I've seen some Meryl Streep shit. I
I
watch
don't
a
know
lot
if
of
I have
fucking
either.
movies.
I watch a lot of
I've heard-
movies. I mean, I'm sure somewhere our paths crossed, but it's not memorable.
I always get her mixed up with that fat girl that was in the hot tub scene naked.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah. I know they're not even close to the same person, but that's what I always think of.
I mean, it's tough. It is tough to top Lewis's feats just because he's done so few, but he's
This
been
is an
so
opinionated
powerful.
question, buddy. Who, in your opinion, is your favorite fucking actor?
No, it didn't say favorite. It said greatest.
Well, that equals favorite in my book. Because if I think you're the greatest, you're probably my favorite.
Pass. I gotta think on this one.
Oh,
That's tough.
gee,
Moving
you're
on.
just the worst ever. I'll probably go. It's a toss up between Stallone and Schwarzenegger for me. Because I've got more enjoyment out of them guys' movies than any other person in the history of the world.
That's a fair point.
Well, like I said, it's an opinionated question. It really is. Who do you get more entertainment out of?
I can't argue with that either because I've enjoyed dozens more Schwarzenegger and Stallone movies than I have.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, how can you be upset whenever you're watching Rocky? You're a fag if you don't like Rocky.
Yeah.
And Schwarzenegger, I mean, dude, I love a shit ton of his movies. Commando, that's a great one. Blow off some Steve Bennett.
That's a great one. Predator.
Yeah, Predator.
Running Man.
Dude, if you don't like Predator, did you know Stephen King wrote Running Man?
Yeah, it's one of his short stories. It was Richard Bachman.
It's not a short story at all. I got
Well, it was
I
his
bought-
Richard.
I-
It was Richard Bachman.
I got the book, and I didn't read it yet, but I got it at work. So one of these nights, whenever I'm blowing through the rest of my books, I'll get to that one. But yeah, I was unaware that Stephen King wrote Running Man, so that was probably his greatest feat in my books, because he writes about some weirdo shit. Stephen King is definitely a weirdo.
He pumps them out quick too.
I think he got finger banged one too many times when he was a kid.
Yeah,
To have a fucked up mind like he does, he definitely got molested.
that dude throws more.
I'm gonna put a name out there, and I'll put out there just for this is that I've never seen him have a miss,
You're wrong.
and that name is Woody Harrelson.
I'm sure if we dig deep enough, he's got a lot of B-rated movies.
But even in his B-rated stuff,
But I mean, I can.
he's been top notch.
He's fine and dandy living off of the legacy of Cheers for me. I'm gonna go there tomorrow too.
I don't think I've seen anything. I don't think I liked everything I've seen Jason Bateman do. But going back to Dial,
Man, if you think that you're gonna put Jason Bateman in the category of greatest of all time, I'll pee on your feet right under this table right now. That's just retarded. All right, babe, go to the next question because he just made this thing.
I'm saying Tom Cruise. Shut up.
Tom.
Tom, he was Maverick.
Hey, all right, Jerry
The
Maguire.
best job Tom Cruise
And
ever
Jerry
did.
Maguire.
The best acting job Tom Cruise ever did was in Tropic Thunder. That
That
says
was
a lot.
tremendous.
I didn't even know that was Tom Cruise until
Yeah.
2 weeks after I seen it.
Yeah. So
All the right moves. He had me convinced.
let's see here. Moving
Show me
on.
money.
Moving on.
Moving on. Number 3.
Number 3. This is coming from Tammy. Tammy?
I don't know.
Tammy or Tommy?
That's Tammy. That's a
Tammy.
girl.
Tammy out of Boulder, Colorado. Did you find folks come up with any resolutions, New Year's resolutions this year?
I'm sure my good old friend Bluebelly has. Let's hear what you got, buddy.
Absolutely not. I tried. It doesn't work. New Year's resolutions just don't work.
I don't know why not.
You either commit or you don't. I have trouble with commitment, bud. When it comes to dropping these pounds.
You need to drop them,
I do need to drop them.
or else you're. I can't sign you to a long-term contract on the show. Okay,
I got to pass physical
because
first.
I would feel
Pending
I would
physical.
I would feel real bad if I had to sue your old lady for you not making your commitments, your dates.
You're assuming she cooks. They're pointless. If you're gonna, if
They're
you have,
not
if-
pointless.
Yeah, they are. If you have to wait for January 1 to make a life change so important
Well, see, that's
to you,
where you're wrong. That should just be the end of your previous January 1 commitment
Like
and,
Lent.
and roll them straight into your new
do
one.
you have? But do you have to keep holding on to your previous commitment?
Well, no, they end three.
They
They're
expire?
only good for 365. They're only good for 365, and then a new one kicks in.
So if 2017 is like January 1 was like, I resolve this year I'll be a better husband.
I would never say anything as stupid.
I'm just hypothetically. Come January 2,
Who would say that?
2018, she gets a left cross and a throat kick. And you're like,
Whole new year, you're good.
I resolve, yeah.
Whole new year, you're good.
I might have to look into this. Well, I might go Chinese New Year. I think that begins in February.
All right, we're going to come. Hey, we're going to come back to Blue Bellies because since he's going to be Chinese this year, and I guess you're allowed to switch anytime you want. That's new rules. I've been training hard for that goddamn Spartan race, to which I'm having a conflict of scheduling now. There's a UFC fight on the same day. And if Spartan races, you only got certain times that you can go off on. Now, if I sign them, the people that want me to do it and talk me into it in the first place, they want to do it as a team thing. But there's no guaranteed on the time that you're assigned if you do the team. It can go from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that's a 3-hour gap there. It takes an hour and 20 minutes to drive to this place from Las Vegas. So roundabout, I might be on the clock to make it back to Vegas in time to watch the fight. But I've been running, and I hate running. I've been running a lot. So I might just sign them to do this thing individually. Because if you do it individually, it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. I know I can finish this thing with plenty enough time. It's only 8 miles.
Well, what's the card? What's the UFC card?
Max Holloway, and I can't remember the other one at the moment. But Andre Arlovsky's on it. There's a couple good people on it. Don't matter. I already bought the tickets. I'm going to the fucking fight. So I know that I can finish this race. It's like I said, it's 8 miles, 20 obstacles. I need a good, probably 40 minutes or so.
Whew, that's getting it. Is it all downhill?
I read about it. The fastest that it's ever been done was 80 minutes. 80 minutes. I'm not on that pace whatsoever. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to myself. But I do full-heartedly think that I can finish it well within the 3-hour mark. I don't think it'll take me longer than 3 hours to finish that. But that's my goal right now. Get in tip-top shape so I can do this race. And I'll let you people know how that goes after March the 2nd.
My turn, I guess, huh?
Go get him.
I'm kind of on the bandwagon with the Blue Belly. I don't do the resolution thing. Like, I mean, I changed some things up, but nothing that I'm gonna try to make last a year. Like, I changed the workout program. Like, I want to get this.
Mine's only going until March. Mine ain't a year thing.
Yeah, like I want to get this ding-a-ling fucking personal trainer certification done by the end of the month, which gives me 10 days. I slip behind schedule on that one.
I get in a little bit better shape before I come out to be your fucking fat guy.
Yeah, listen, that gimmick's gonna take off. And
It's your show day.
The goal by
Not whenever you're putting posters up at that fucking head.
the goal by that's why I got hats.
What do you put all this?
I-
You go Photoshop all the beard
I even bought me a Bill Cosby hat, one of them.
fedoras.
No,
Oh,
like
the Kangol things.
yeah. Whatever that thing
I'm
is.
coming in wearing a sweatband.
Anyway, so the goal by June might be to be a millionaire.
Well, you could get a moat.
But that's about it. You know, like I don't know.
I'm really good at those like nighttime resolutions. Like, you know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D tomorrow. I'm going to start first thing I wake up. I'm going to do 35 push-ups. So I'm going to do that. I wake up, walk out and grab that box of Cocoa Puffs.
in your underwear.
Yeah, my underwear. I used to do that. Quit smoking. I did quit smoking and chewing.
I mean, there's been a lot of hate recently about New Year's resolutions where people say they're fucking junk and like if you're that set on something, you should already be doing it and it shouldn't be. But there's also something to be said for setting a goal.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if 1 out of 10 people actually follow through with it.
I'm happy
It's
for
better than
people
nothing.
to do
If
it.
nothing else, it's good for the math.
That's
'Cause
it.
you can always trace it back to January 1.
Yeah.
Like, how long you been doing it? What's today? September 3rd. Oh, 9 months,
Yeah.
3 days.
So I'm not anti it. I just don't.
No, you can't be anti it. If it gives people a reason to push a little bit harder in life, good, it worked.
Yep.
Push.
Moving on.
4 and then a break.
All right. Number 4. This is coming from our good buddy there, Live Fast, from his trailer park. He says.
No, that ain't.
That's what it says. Oh, no. Sorry, Live Fast. Mr.
Ah.
McGilla, outside the Live Fast trailer park, just down the road. He says, if you could pick your dream football team, who would you pick? It could be anyone real or fictional, from Moses as a running back to Lucy Draper as your kicker. I got no fucking idea who Lucy Draper is.
She's the fucking one from Peanuts.
I didn't know
Charlie
I
Brown.
didn't know she had
Lucy
a
was a
last name.
holder.
Yeah, she was a placeholder.
Either way,
She was a backup quarterback.
okay. Either way you slice this, I don't know. I ain't
That's
picking.
really
her.
her last name?
I don't fucking know. If that weirdo said it is, it probably is.
Man, that's a comic book connoisseur there.
I can't. I don't want to do a whole entire football team because we'll
No.
be here forever.
That's 22 people, not counting special teams. So
Well, there's only one quarterback. That's tall and terrific.
You're still staying with Tom Brady. Well, I'm going to say no. I'm not taking Tom Brady as my quarterback. I'll take Jesus H. Christ as mine because if I'm going to throw up a Hail Mary, I want Jesus launching it.
Left. Staying with the biblical theme, you go left tackle, you go Goliath.
Why do I got to do that?
I would go big left
No,
tackle. You
I'll
got good
take it.
reach?
I'm taking multiple versions of that guy who turns into that rock in Fantastic Four.
the thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the thing. Wide receiver, I'm going.
Pretty hard to move. A
Wide
whole bunch of
receiver, I'm
rocks.
going Hindu god Vishnu with the 8 arms.
That's a good one. That's pretty solid.
That's going to be hard to beat. He might lead the league in receptions that year.
Nose tackle, Buddha.
He's
Buddha.
skinny as shit.
Buddha?
Oh,
Did we not know
that's that fat one. I was thinking of Gandhi. My bad.
Comedy.
Fuck, you can say Yokozuna's your fucking nose tackle.
Buddha's going to stop the run.
There ain't no guarantee. He might be slow.
No.
I've never seen him in action.
I still want. Yeah, he is just sitting the bench most of the time.
Running back, Moses. He can part the fucking line like none other. That's the same. This ain't fair.
I'm trying to think of skill positions.
I'm taking Jason Elam as my kicker.
I was going to go with the Irishman from the Replacements.
Yeah, but Jason Elam made a 62-yarder.
Tom Dempsey made a 62-yarder with half a foot.
Well, Elam did it with a whole foot, so why you want a guy taking a shower next to you with a half a foot?
Because you want to
That freaked me the fuck out.
Why are you drafting this team based on who you're showering next to?
It's your team. Are you not going to shower? You going to be Dirty Ernie in the locker room?
Bob Kraft doesn't shower with the Patriots.
Why I wasn't going to be an elder? I'm playing too.
Where are you playing?
I don't know yet. I could just
Whatever Sully tells you.
I'll be goddamn.
Just
I'll
like
be one of the
softball.
receivers. You got 8 of them. I'm only good for a slant pattern on a 5-yard line. Okay,
You got to go flash as a kick returner.
I like it.
that's a good one.
And I was thinking the blue guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, Yondu,
Y'all do.
with the dart as the quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His fucking whistle. I can't do it.
The ball.
You know what I mean? It's just there.
Oh, you don't want Jesus throwing up the Hail Mary?
Jesus ain't got an arm.
Did you see him?
Well, I mean, I can't confirm or deny this. I don't know.
Did you see him, Twigs?
Yeah, he got no arms.
Man,
Got no body at all.
how you know?
We can go all wrestlers on the O-line. You can go Vader, Yokozuna,
King
King
Kong
Kong Bundy, Earthquake, and Typhoon. You ain't nobody breaking that line with a natural disaster
No.
on
No, that's it. That's your right side right there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So there's a lot of debate to be had in this one.
Defense, where do you go on defense?
Superman safe.
Legion of Doom with the spike pads.
Oh,
As
yeah.
linebacker.
I like it. I like you
Look
guys.
how jacked he is. You gonna say he ain't got no arms?
That's fake Jesus.
Do you put your luchadors out on the corners?
Yeah, Juventud and Rey Mysterio. And who else?
I like Arn Anderson in the middle. I like Arn calling the plays in the middle.
He's about 240.
As middle linebacker.
Yeah. See, that would have been an easier question if he could just go wrestlers all across the board.
Yeah, but McGill doesn't do things easy, Mister. See, I like the general the nature of the question, but they got to point us somewhere.
I'm having a hard time thinking you can't find a spot on this team for the Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, you put him at D end. Earthquake ain't blocking that.
Unless he really likes football and
The Juggernaut.
he just can't get mad.
The Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Man, we can stack this shit so
This
much.
will go forever.
Yeah.
Who's
All right.
coaching it?
Joe Ball.
Oh, hell no. He won't tell
I
nobody.
have no enablers on my team.
I ain't getting molested in that fucking
No
shower.
enablers on my team.
What is with you in the fucking
next
shower?
thing you know, we're getting molested by the half-foot man. Fucking Joe Paul's jerking off in the corner. I want nothing.
I think Professor Xavier coaches this team.
He's crippled.
Ain't nothing wrong with saying you can't have a crippled
Coach
coach.
have a wheelchair ramp for him to get up there.
Yeah, he can't.
For real, though, the ref goes
Gotta
for
have alternating tires on his shit.
the ref goes for that flag, and he just hits that temple. And he's like, no. He picks it up, waves it off. No flag on that play.
I'm going Bill Belichick, greatest coach of all time.
Oh, and why Chuck Noll died again?
Chuck Noll's dead. He can't be it.
That's why I said again because I said
Can't be
that's
it.
no.
He is disqualified.
I'm going J.J. Dillon. J.J. Dillon running my program.
That's a good one. He can run a 4 horsemen. He can run a football team.
Yeah, if we can keep them motherfuckers corralled every night,
I want the mouth of the South chirping on my sidelines.
that wouldn't be bad to have in
Call
charge of
Blaze.
cheerleaders.
Call
He'd be in
Blaze.
charge of cheerleaders. Oh yeah, baby!
All right, that's a good one. We'll go
Come
with
on,
that.
foundation, baby.
We'll take ourselves a break with that one. We'll come back with question 5 after this.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to eat. America loves to eat. So why not open up somewhere America can sit down, enjoy a meal, and get their feet rubbed? We'll fry anything you want for $5.99. As long as it's friable or edible, we're going to make it deliciable. We will fry parts of the chicken you didn't even know was friable. The beak, the feathers, we'll fry candy bars. All that European stuff that you don't really normally eat, we'll bring it down here and fry it for you. Ask McDonald's to fry something other than what they normally fry. Guess what you're going to get? Nothing. If it fit through the dough, I'll put it in the fryer. Hell, this is a dinosaur. All our meats are gently tenderized to their optimum deliciousness. We got fine dinosaur meats. Took my money, made me pay child support. Come on down here and get you a slice. Once they get your social security number, it's over. Motivated. So friends, let's just decide you don't want no barbecue.
Well, that's fine too. Why not let one of my foot specialists or myself perform our magic? Look at that. Don't they look wonderful? If you really pay me enough, we'll massage your feet in any of these sauces also. Success is the rule down here at Jones. Good ass barbecue and foot massage. So go ahead and give me a call or find us on the worldwide internets at the new website. That's JONES, big ass truck rental and storage.com/Jones. Good ass barbecue and foot massage.html.
Excuse me, did you call number 52?
Did you hear me call number 52?
Alright, folks, we're back to finish off this shit show. Gorgeous Randy Flame III got 4 more questions for you. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Number 5. Going from Bill out of Allentown, PA, which is by far the worst part of Pennsylvania. Bill wants to know, if you was in Hawaii for the ballistic missile warning, what would you have done in the 38 minutes that you thought you might die in? I probably would have just sat there with a smile on my face. Thanking God.
Awaited the warning.
Thanking God that this shit show was over. And I would have just sat there just smiling.
I'd at least got a 6er fucking PBR.
Yeah, enjoy it.
And I'd have sat there naked. I would have had my 1.5-inch wiener dangling in the fucking Tropic Thunder while my unmistakably painful death would have been rolling right in on that missile.
Oh, my sticker would have been pecking out.
I spent about 6 minutes trying to get one last shot of the poontang.
6 minutes?
6 minutes. Because I'm not going to spend the rest of my 38 minutes fucking waiting on her to make up her mind whether or not she wants a shot of this. And if she doesn't, I'm going to go in Luton. And I'm going out with some Jordans on.
You going Luton to poop?
I'm going to liberate some Jordans.
Going out with some J's.
I'm going out in style. I'm going to find a swing. I'm going to go out like a little kid in Terminator 2.
It was going to be 30. It was 38 minutes long. Sassa said, "I would like to get one more shot of tail." So for the 36 extra minutes I would have had, for the 36 extra minutes I would have had, I'd have probably, like Flamethrower said, I would have went out to the balcony and sat there on the porch naked with that sixer. You know what? No, I would have got fancy and dancy and got the bottle of JD.
Yeah.
And a 2-liter of Coke and just back and forth like I was. And like I would have sat there and just, all right, it's time.
But regardless of what
I probably would have just sat there and bitched at my wife going, "Take me to fucking Hawaii," she says. "Why don't we ever go on a real vacation? I don't want to go to Erie again," she says. So we go to fucking Hawaii and pow, we get nuked.
Right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah, I'd have been happy. I wouldn't even probably have moved.
That would have been just such a dangerous situation. Such a dangerous situation because the potential for me to do something extremely fucking stupid within 38 minutes, it would have been high. It would have been high.
Hawaii's tourism got to take a hit right now, right? For a couple months.
I doubt
like because people wanted to blow off this little threat.
No, you know what? No, I'm going to say no. Because, I mean, hey, they blew up the fucking Trade Center in New York, and it seems like it never slowed down a minute.
Let's go see where the buildings used to be.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
The Pentagon got hit by a missile, and everyone still goes to Washington.
We still know who the fuck was shooting in Vegas.
No, but people still go. New Year's was just as crazy and busy.
Yeah,
nobody cares unless it happens to them.
No. Hey, what's the chances of it happening twice? You know what I mean? So, like I said, I fucking have a good time. Sex for 2 minutes, beer for 36, pee one time within it.
I can tell you right now, I would have went out with a smile, though. Because I wouldn't have had a care in the world. There ain't nothing you can do about it. There's no sense of weirding out, freaking out.
No.
You just swim away.
I ain't running. There ain't nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No, you're not fucking out swimming nuclear winter.
Did you know there's you can go on, there's like an interactive map you can go to online. I forget what it's called. But you can pick areas. Like the one I saw was San Francisco. And that was the area they picked for a nuclear bomb detonation. And it shows you the amount of casualties, you know what I mean? The amount of immediate kills and the amount of,
for San Francisco,
residual.
Man, they should show all the wrong areas for that.
It was like 192, 1,900,000 and some change or something like that.
If you wanted to do it to this country, you drop that motherfucker right there, Yellowstone, and you
set off the super volcano.
You set off the super volcano.
We going for the biggest.
Yeah, that motherfucker's coming.
I know.
I'm more worried about that than I am Kim Jong fucking Un or whatever his fucking ill or whatever.
He ain't getting no missile over
That
here. I
dude's
ain't worried about
he's
that.
a comic book villain or like a movie, like Dr.
He ain't
Evil.
even. Yeah, he's like Dr. Evil. He ain't even a good villain.
No.
Well, did
He
you see
ain't
that-
Maury Goldfinger.
No, you know, Faja. But the North Koreans and the South Koreans are teaming up in the Olympics.
They can't do that.
They're hockey teams.
They can't do that.
No
I guess
matter.
the women's hockey, yeah, because they're hockey
They'll
teams.
be eliminated first
Yes.
round. Either way you
Yeah.
slice this one, it don't matter. All right, take us to the next one.
Clowns. All right, number 6, coming from Katie out of Louisiana.
What's it say?
It says L.A.
I think that was LA.
like Los
Los
Angeles.
Angeles, yeah.
All right. If you could have any power when you wake up tomorrow, what would it be?
Man, is the sky limitless on this one.
Mhm.
Any power.
I'm going infinite persuasion. Like, if I sit down and talk to you, I can convince you of anything. Like,
Not if my power is not to be persuaded.
Like
just because I don't want to go with flight and invisibility. You know what I mean?
like immediate
Oh, I ain't thinking
persuasion?
Yeah.
Because I don't want my superpower to be the ability to argue infinitely.
No. Like,
No, I got that power now, guys.
like Ben, like
That don't hardly ever work out.
the
for me.
Jedi mind trick. Only it works all the time with everybody. Walk in the bank.
Oh, so
my
you're
money back.
Give me your money.
Yeah.
There's money or beers in the freezer.
Freezer in the freezer?
Yeah, take him out of there.
You want one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a fresh one.
You didn't take yours out of the freezer.
There was one left in the refrigerator. Man, okay, if I had any powers. Oh, some of them. I wish that I could see 2 hours into the future.
Just 2 hours.
Yep.
That's
2
why
hours.
you need to hit the Powerball.
That's true.
And then after I smash that $500 million
You want to base your future telling abilities on the fucking call-off policy.
after yeah. After I smash that $500 million fucking Powerball, hey, you ain't gotta worry about me. I'm good.
Yeah.
Now you know what they know.
He just got one.
I feel like it's cheating saying that I just read the future. Reading the future, you can make anything happen. So I'm gonna eliminate that from possibilities.
It's off the table.
That's the best one, though.
Yeah, reading the future.
Yeah, that's by far the best one you can have.
Yeah, you can dictate everything that you want to dictate. You know, I'd be able to know when that drunk girl's gonna pass out.
I don't want to read minds because I think that would be overwhelming. Like hearing every single thought of everybody else.
I would love to be
Yeah.
able to read the minds.
Only if you wanted to.
I thought that. I thought that 100 million times. I would if you could read minds and know what they
Like
what-
Jim Carrey in that movie where he was God and he heard
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. Hey, you guys.
Didn't he hear everything though? Like that would be
Yeah,
overwhelming.
like everything at
Well,
once.
he learned to block it out.
That's what I would go with. I would go with the reading the minds. Because
Yeah.
this way no one can like
Like,
I would
slide one past you.
well I would know that you're going to try to persuade me. So I'm walking the other way.
Mm, that's true.
And this way, you just know what everyone thinks about you. Like, I mean, I'm pretty much already halfway there because I know everybody thinks I suck.
I just assume everybody thinks really low of me.
Yeah. Everything else will be a bonus. Flamethrower, what was your secret power?
I haven't picked one yet.
Beard growth.
Just to be different. Yeah, hair growth. And just to be different, I'm going to say to be invisible.
That's a good one.
Because you can get away with anything.
Would you go looking naked with
You don't have to read the future. You can just rob the fucking
Did
bank.
you go through the wrong door to Planet Fitness?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. creep on fucking girls. Rob banks. No, you can't
You go to any ball game you wanted to.
Still a happy
Yeah.
meal?
Yeah, you go anywhere.
Say anything.
You wouldn't have to fucking keep up such peak physical condition.
No.
Because Invisible doesn't know any peak weight.
No.
Doesn't know any
I
optimum
couldn't do
weight.
that because I couldn't lie to myself. I would know.
Well, no, you can know you're fat.
I would know just like Joe.
But
You be in the gym, you just see weights going up and down.
you'd be on the haunted gym.
Hey, Mom said you can't have any more because you fart.
Ruth! Get down.
Barb's trying to get at a mom, eh?
Ruth's trying to attack. Flamethrower's got food. She's all provoked up.
But the ability to tell the future is definitely the best one to have.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
I hit every fucking.
Well, like I said, that's like cheating. That's like cheating. We can't even go with that one.
Yeah.
That's the answer to everything. As long as you keep on hitting every Powerball for $500 million, ha!
You'd almost get bored with that.
I'd build a fucking Death Star.
Yeah, you'd almost get bored with it.
Who needs a moat when you have infinite space surrounding your Death Star?
Yes, I got
I'd start betting on the wrong shit just to lose money, just to change it up.
Just to fuck with Vegas.
Yeah, because people would think, it's like, oh, Gordon Strand and Flamethrower took his team tonight. They gotta win, right? Ha ha! Fuck you. You can get in cahoots in Vegas. I'll call people with the rooms for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with that question.
Moving on.
Why not?
All right, number 8 or 7,
There you
coming
go.
from our good buddy Martin from across the pond.
Ooh.
And he wants us to comment on this sign. This is where your research comes in there,
Yeah.
Ellie. And this sign says, if you people have been living under a rock, please be courteous to your Muslim neighbors. Many Muslims live in this area, and dogs are considered filthy in Islam. Please keep your dogs on a leash and away from the Muslims who live in this community. And he wants to comment, so here's my comment. I consider Muslims filthy, so please keep your Muslims on a leash and away from the white people in this community.
And my dogs.
And my dogs. Okay, because you're nastier than any fucking dog I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen Islam in the heart of Islam.
Oh, that's right. I ain't never seen my dog wipe its ass with his paw.
Yeah. I ain't never seen
I've heard he'll do some tricks with poop, though.
I've never seen my dog pull up its man dress and fuck a goat. Or 8-year-old boy. So, as far as I'm concerned, Islam or Muslims are way filthier than any fucking mutt I've ever seen.
Very true story. But it just so happens that the good old PSBB got a list of facts over here for
Got
us.
some research.
That's F-A-X. He got facts.
Facts. So I was going into looking at it, and as I examined the picture that Martin put on there, and it came from, it said the Pitt Meadows Chamber of Commerce. So I looked up, where the fuck is Pitt Meadows at? Pitt Meadows is a town in British Columbia, Canada. I read the sign. There was actually plenty of stories wrote on it. It was actually not drawn up by the town itself. It was just some fucking random people that put some shit out there hating on the fucking Muslims, which is sounds like our kind of fucking people. It's what the sign says, that Muslims find dogs filthy and offensive. The sign was thought to be genuine because they bore the seal of the town council as well as the town letterhead, but the city immediately denied making the notices, and as it'd be pretty fucking stupid for us to make notices like that, considering we already have leash laws on the book. We have plenty of leash laws, and the only place your dog's not allowed on a leash at the park is in the unleashed zones, which fucking dog.
Maybe
let
they
your
just
dog
want
run.
to. They want to use the 3 Ds: deny, deny, deny.
Yes, yes. As for Islam, dogs are not considered filthy in Islam, just their saliva. There is a passage in one of the fucking books of the Quran that says, if there's dog saliva present, you may not pray there. Some weird shit like that. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but that was as far as the investigation going. It wasn't a real sign, but obviously it's so close to something we would believe. It's a bad sign for how fucked up we are as a society, because you can read some shit like that
And immediately
believe it. Like that was so plausible. Like there's not even a chance, you wouldn't even think like, well, that's fake. No, you're like, look at the fucking snowflakes again with the fucking, we got a fucking sanctuary cities, but thankfully up in Canada in that neck of the woods, they still didn't adjust the dog rules to the Muslims.
All right.
Well, I stand by my comments.
Oh,
Please keep your Muslims on a leash anywhere near me. And they are pedophiles, and they do fuck goats.
That's true. That's true facts.
And they do wipe their ass with their hand.
I've seen it. I've seen that.
Hand.
don't shake hands with a Muslim.
They will poop right in the street and wipe their ass with their hand. Well, a handful of sand, but it don't matter.
And they keep on trucking.
It's like kitty litter,
The poop fleckles are fucking going into their palm.
just like Allah intended.
Yeah.
So,
I said, "Phew, we don't like you types.
yeah, my comments stand. So,
Yeah. We're not racist. We hate you all.
Yeah.
Hope you die.
We're moving on to number 8, which is the fucking humdinger.
The finale.
This is the one.
This is the one you guys were prefacing.
I'm putting it out there. This is the absolute worst question that we've ever been asked in Brew Barn history.
I want to add that you two know the question and have known hours or days ahead of time.
It doesn't make the answer any easier.
No, it does not.
No, it does
make-
because you're hitting me blindside. You're gonna make me go first.
I'm still
You
blindsided.
should wish to God you was blindsided.
Yeah.
This makes me wish I was deaf-sided. I don't even want to hear it again.
Are you reading it?
Nope, you are.
I don't have it.
It's on the flip side of that page.
Dang, there it is.
Don't even give it a trumpet if it's that
All
bad.
right, ladies and gentlemen,
the trumpet.
You know,
put the kids to bed on this one. This
You're
is
gonna give
the
it to
absolute worst question in the Brew Barn history.
All right.
Flamethrower, take us down that horrid, wretched road.
Motherfucker. Here we go. It gets the extra fucking. Number 8, coming from the Coos out of Washington. And this weirdo says, you ready for this, Blue Belly?
no.
You're first on deck. We're going counterclockwise. If you had an inch of your dad's dick in your ass and an inch of your dick in your mom's vagina, would you rather move forwards or backwards to get out?
Oh my god! Oh, wow!
And you have to answer, no take back.
This isn't something you wake up with. This isn't a question.
Oh, you better have the guy go wake up like this.
This isn't a question it just creeps up on you.
This sounds like
This
guy-
is one that's buried in your psyche.
This is advice that he got. He texted this out in the middle of this fucking problem.
Man.
The worst situation in the world.
All right, so to clarify,
We're all going hypothetical because, to be fair, Pops is cremated right now.
we're not going.
So an inch of that.
We're going pure.
Yeah, this is the only time that I'm jealous of such a situation.
So an inch of your dad's wiener in your booty hole, or an inch of your wiener in your mom's cooter.
And it takes 2 inches to get out of the situation. So you're either moving forward or you move back.
That takes me to the hilt.
Yeah, you're balls deep.
I'm balls deep.
So you're either balls deep and balmy, or daddy's fucking wrecking balls, banging wrecking balls with you.
Oh, man. Well. Ooh.
I took the glasses off.
Well, never let it be said that the Blue Belly's not motherfucker. I'm going forward. Because you can pretend, you can convince yourself, you can imagine that that's a different vagina. But there's no escaping a dick in your butt.
Well, see, I'm going to beg to differ with you on this one. I'm going the opposite direction.
Just go pretend it's a friendly prostate
I'll
exam.
tell you right now, if my dad is hung anything like I am,
There ain't much left after that first inch.
if my dad is hung anything like I am, and I got my genetics from him, backing it on up, it ain't going to be too big of a deal. At that point, he's only going to be tickling my butthole, just barely getting through the cheeks. But anyone who knows me knows that I was never going to move forward in the first place. Because I ain't touching my mom no way, no how. It's just not going to happen. I would literally rather be rolled out than move forward in this situation. That's just the way it goes. If I had to stay there for an extra 5 to 10 minutes to get cream pied, I'm not fucking going forward. I ain't touching her. That's how good. Let me just tell you one thing.
You're going to reach through and tickle his
Here,
balls for him.
the other fact of the matter is, to get us three, all me, my mom, and my dad, in the same fucking room, it's going to take some shit from Saul. And at that point, I'm
going
not
to take the Blue Belly's convincing
I'm
techniques.
not even quite sure that would work at that point. To see us three in the same place at the same time would be that's end of days fucking
You
material
like seeing
right there.
you You're like seeing a unicorn riding a Loch Ness monster.
I'm just telling you. Well, maybe we'll get a comment on that from Big Money down the road because I know he's listening to this show right now.
Ooh.
I know he's listening to this show, and he's going. He knows as well as I do that we ain't going to be in the same place as her. No way, no how.
Not even if you're going to visit your stepbrother to Washington County Jail?
Get me going there to visit him at the fucking Washington County Jail. That ain't going to happen either. That's as good a chance as me visiting the guy that gave us a 1-star review at Washington. I don't
We
like.
didn't forget about him.
No, I forget about him. That's why I just brought him back up.
This is some bad juju. We got some bad juju with Washington.
Yeah.
Isn't that where this question's coming from?
Yeah, all the bad stuff's coming from Washington.
I don't think I like the fact that I'm the tiebreaker.
Well, hey, hey, you got arguments on this side and that side. Where are you going on the Delaware? There,
right now we
Washington?
got PSBB's balls deep in his mom. My dad's balls deep in me.
Ted Bed's clanging and banging.
Flamethrower, where do the balls lie in your court?
Man, that's a gross. I don't know. I can't top your fucking story with the little wieners and buttholes.
Hey, the fate of the world rests on your fucking butthole. Your butthole.
I gotta back up into the old man too.
Oh yeah, we're bringing sexy back.
Because listen, if you're scooting forward, you got eye contact in that direction. I'm thinking, or you know what I mean?
Why? Did we lose our eyelids in this?
I'm not getting that deep into it.
Well, someone's getting deep into it.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Should be
know.
facing the other way.
Oh, we're all facing the same direction.
Yeah, like human centipede.
Oh, yeah, like incestipede.
You don't have to be faced. No, she's laying on her back with her legs up. You're in, and then
That's
while
what I'm
you're
saying.
in, your dad's in your butthole.
That's what I was thinking.
The only one that you're not making eye contact with your dad in your butthole. Because, I mean, unless you
Yeah.
got a mirror on the wall, but who cares at that point?
Yeah,
You
but-
close your eyes.
I'm backing up. I'm putting it in reverse. I don't want to. Don't get me wrong.
There's no right answer to this
No,
question.
I can't
There's
believe
no
you
wrong-
fucking wrong.
There's no wrong answer either. The coos
I
might be.
can't believe you took a dick in the butt.
I'd rather take dick and butt the fucking mom.
Man, the coos might be in the Hall of Fame with this question.
Oh, you ain't beating that one
It
out.
might be a first ballot.
Oh, that made me sick.
I did. Yeah.
How long have you been sitting on this question?
He just sent it to me a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've known about it for a couple of days. I tried not to think about it.
I ended up. I got it on Facebook at work. And I don't like doing that, but I needed the lottery.
Allegedly.
No, I ain't. You can check my jacket. I needed the lottery numbers from her, so I fucking text her on a messenger real quick. And while I was at it, I seen a little indication button up there. You know, you got a notification, you got a message. So I says, "Oh, I gotta check this out. See who messaged me." And then I read that and I went, "Oh, fuck! I gotta call Flamethrower right now. I can't sit on this one. You wasn't a worker, so I called you
No.
too. But I couldn't sit on such
Fuck
a
you, we
shitty
got an
situation.
overlap.
Couldn't shit on it.
And do we know him in real life?
I don't fucking know.
I don't think I do.
I don't think you do either. I don't.
I'm kind of glad I don't.
Me too. I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, you're the one that said you're going forward.
Yeah, you just fucked your
Fucking
mom.
right I am. You fucking homos.
Well, that's 2 out of 3 means you're wrong.
Fucking homos. You won't even put a dick in a dude. You just taking one.
2 out of 3 means you're wrong.
And you was taking one with an option not to take a dick. You took a dick. Dick was taken.
Your balls hit your mom's taint.
My balls were there. I was in an itch. Balls were there. It's too late. Ain't like I can see it anyway. Belly's in the way.
That's disgusting. No, I starved you. I'm starving you for 2 months and then you're going in.
Man,
That was the worst question in history of
Coos
questions.
needs
There.
immediate counseling.
Yeah. Yeah, save that. Next time he sends, save that shit for episode 13.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Whenever we get Manboy
When
back,
the man boy comes back.
Manboy back for season 2, episode 13.
I hope I'm not leaking anything.
I'm not ready to lift his suspension. He's Pete Rose status. He is fucking banned for life.
B-Rad from the Double War he revisited that episode. He said it's still.
I can't. I'll never listen to it again
I'm
for the rest of my
telling
life.
you, it's way worse when he's in your spot screaming at me the entire fucking episode. And like I said, I'm not good at pretending to be interested. And It was all I could do not to just finish my beer and go home.
Spike that shit right on the floor like Gronk in the end zone tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Man, boy knows he's fucked up though. He knows it.
Yeah. Oh, he accepts it.
It ain't nothing that hasn't been said to his face 1,000 fucking times. So
We got anything else to close this show down?
no, I feel like
I don't want to say. I want to go home and shower.
Blue Belly's gonna get home and shower.
Yeah.
Good old Randy Flamethrower. How about you?
No, I'm good.
I don't think I got anything. Folks, we're coming right back at you next Sunday. Well, I don't even know the date on that. Let me see.
28th.
That'll be January the 28th, live and in color.
Royal Rumble.
Episode number 2 for the Royal Rumble. I don't know what the episode's going to be called yet. I'll come up with something clever here in the next couple minutes and put a poster up. But we're going to get back with you next Sunday. So we're going to try to come at a more rapid pace for you. Flamethrower's saving the world every now and then, but the belly will have to step up during them weeks. As for the Plain St. Blue Belly, the gorgeous Randy Flamethrower, I'm the fabulous Ted Bed, and I'm glad you joined us for Season 2. Back with you next week.